Stand up! New York Giant fans, a big day today in New York Giants history. The legend Eli Manning has been supplanted by the number 6 overall pick, Daniel Jones, in the starting lineup. Bad Dog, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I got a little shocked. I really am. I know there was talk about it happening, but I really didn't think they would do it. I think both of us knew sometime this year it was going to happen if the Giants struggled, but I don't think either one of us saw it happening week 3.
Oh, if you would have told me before, let's just say hello to a couple people in the house. Kid Blues in the house. What's going on? If you haven't done so, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to him. Juan Perez with the Moss Bus. That's right, I'm the Moss Bus. Omkar in the house. Anthony Keaton in the house. Rom Dre in the house. G. Ever. I know dire Giants fans here. Thank you for the super chat. Nick, thank you for the super chat. Batgirl, give me a super chat. Batgirl, thank you for being here. Yehuda, thank you for being here. Caesar Munoz, Dark Demonic, It's Slurpee, Andy Garcia, Damarachi, Jamal at Ronaldo, thank you for being here. Jonathan, thank you for being here. Oh my God, Chris Devers, we need the gun show, Bad Dog. Thank you so much, Batgirl, for the super chat. And thank you very much. You got the gun show. Mr. Evans in the house. Thank you to everybody for being here. And yeah, we're going to jump right into it, guys. Yvonne, thank you for being here. Kristen, how are you doing, my man? Thank you guys. This place is loaded. What's going on, Barboski? Spike that like, go in the description and sub up this beautiful man with the guns. He just gave you all a gun show. Big Blue, Eagles UK, thank you for being here. Don Marachi, always good talking to you. Yeah, Donald's awesome. City for real in the house. Pens, the knees, Nikki Sepp. We got a big day ahead of us. Handsome Fleet, and that's what's going on, my man. Obviously, the biggest news today. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Buffalo Bills game, no doubt about it. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Tampa Bay Bucs game, no doubt about it. Backo, thank you so much for the super chat. $5 super chat. Ben's the knees. He's working for me tonight. Thank you so much, Batgirl. Thank you very much. And I love all you guys. Thank you. By the way, I want to say thank you guys for watching my videos. Both of us. I mean, our views have been going way up. Thank you guys for everything you do for both of our channels. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
But we got to start, obviously, with Danny Dimes. And like you just said, I was shocked beyond belief that week 3, if you would have told me the start of the year, that the Giants, after what Maris said, he comes into the season and he says, we're going to, oh, Nick, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. $2 hot. Giants better take this. They better take this stuff. And Nick's going to the game. So have fun at the game, Nick. Nice. And thank you again for the super chat. But yeah, if you would have told me going into the season, after what Maris said, he said going in an ideal world, Eli Manning starts all 16 games. We heard obviously Gettleman say, how about the Aaron Rodgers model? Right? He says, how about, Eli starts for 2 more, he insinuates. How about Eli starts for 2 years and he comes in after 2 games? 2 games, and he's coming in on the road.
Maybe he got his years and games mixed up. Maybe that's what happened.
Oh my God, Real Deals, thank you so much for the super chat. And Batgirl, thank you so much for the super chat. He is working for Batgirl Guns and the Sexy Most. Thank you so much, Batgirl. Thank you very much. Thank Josh, so much love, man. Thank you guys so much. Josh Lattori, thank you very much. He says, Daniel, the Dot Throwing Jones era begins Sunday. We cannot wait. All of us cannot wait. It's going to be fun. Obviously, everybody knows. I'm a huge Eli fan. Bad Dog's a huge Eli fan. It was a bitter, sweet day. That's the best way to put this, right? Because we remember all the great times. We remember all the great times.
I can tell you right now, I started to get that real quick.
Oh, my God. Thank you guys so much, man. Danny Travis, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, Jones, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns on Sunday.
I will sign up for that right now, buddy.
3 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? I'll take that in a second.
I can tell you this. It's really strange because, like I said in my video, it's like you wait for something, and you get it. And it's like, I got it. Now what do I do with it?
Right.
So I started thinking of the Eli Manning video I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll record it tonight and put it out tomorrow. I got to work a freaking 12-hour day tomorrow, so I'm not going to have time to do it. I worked a 12-hour day today, so it's a lot of freaking work for me. You can get the...
Oh, my God. Batgirl, thank you so much, Batgirl. She says, and we are huge, Sexy Moss and Bad Dog. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Ravon's in here, by the way. If you guys have not done so, go check out his content. He is freaking awesome. Great supporter of both of ours, and he's got a YouTube channel. Check him out.
Yeah. So I started thinking about what I was going to say in this video, and I'm not going to lie, man. I started to tear up because Eli Manning, I mean, he's been the quarterback for as long as I can remember. I mean, obviously longer than I can remember, but you can get that.
Don Marachi, man. Don Marachi, another guy with a YouTube channel I want to shout out. He's awesome. He says, spike the like for these handsome cannolis. A fellow Paisan, Don Marachi. I love that guy. Thank you for everything you do for my channel. Thank you for everything you do for Bad Dog's channel. And thank you for putting out great content yourself. Check him out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to move on. I'm excited for a new era. We've been in a rut, And I'm hoping that this new life, we start going in a forward direction because now they have really changed things up. Like I said, you can't. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Well, now we've done something completely different. And the new giant era begins because you're not going back to Eli Manning in any scenario unless Daniel Jones gets hurt, which, knock on wood, hopefully he doesn't. Yeah. But if he struggles, you cannot go back to Eli at any point. It wouldn't be good for Eli. It wouldn't be good for Daniel Jones. But I started getting emotional thinking about everything he's done and how much he means to the franchise. And, I'll be honest, not much upsets me, but it not that I was upset, but it pisses me off when people tell me that I'm hating on Eli Manning or that I'm disrespecting. That pisses me off because I've done nothing but stand up for Eli Manning for 15 years.
Yeah.
Now, just because I critique his play doesn't mean I'm disrespecting him. I critique everybody's play. That's what I do. That's what I am,
Thank you so much, Jonathan. He says, from Jordan, Bad Dog brought me to chat. Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to Bad Dog for bringing, and I hope I do the same thing for Bad Dog. Obviously, that's what we do. We climb because we love each other. But thank you again so much, and I got to start saying the sayings every time somebody gives. Forget about it. But thank you so much, and we hope we help each other, and thank you for coming to my channel from Bad Dog's channel.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I excuse me, I do brush them off, but it's just like obviously don't pay attention to the things I say, but that's me. I'm rough around the edges. I don't hold back with my takes on things. I don't hold back with my opinions. I'm an Italian New Yorker. I got a loud voice and a strong opinion, and that's what it is. I mean, what can I tell you? That's me. Yeah. Love me or hate me, that's who I am.
Oh, thank you, Batgirl. $5 super chat. Bends the knees. This really could be a culture changer. Eli only wants the Giants to win at the end of the day. Sounds like he has been gracious about the change. Well, you knew Eli would be. I mean, Eli's a class act. Always has been. Always has been.
Yep. There's no way he's going to complain. There's just no way. I mean, that is his career in a nutshell. The guy has taken – Eli Manning has taken more criticism from any successful athlete that I can ever remember. And people always want to bash his accomplishments and, take the 2 Super Bowls. I always love when people say, take the 2 Super Bowls away. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Take Brady's 7, take Brady's 6 Super Bowls away. I mean, what are we talking about here?
What the hell are you trying to say here?
Yeah.
That's like saying away from him, and he's terrible.
Yeah. Take away Floyd Mayweather's championship belt. I mean, what are we saying here? Isn't that why you play the game? Isn't that why you play the game?
A guy gets 197 yards on 12 carries and on 19 carries, and one of them is a 97-yard. Well, he only had 100 yards. You take the 97 yards away from him, he didn't do nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I had a guy try to tell me that about Saquon Barkley. Well, he has one big run a game, but he's not a good running back.
Oh, my God.
Cowboys fan. It was a Cowboys fan, Chris.
Oh, my God.
He's trying to tell me Ezekiel Elliott's better, and I slammed the door on every one of his arguments, and he has nothing to say, so he comes up with that. He's like, Zeke had such a great rookie season. I said, what, Saquon didn't? He's like, Zeke won Rookie of the Year. Saquon didn't.
No, I mean, I'm with you, man. When I think about Eli, I'm always going to think about the good times because of what he meant to me. I grew up with him. I'm a little younger than you. I don't remember the LTs, right?
Well, you're a lot younger than me.
Yeah, a lot younger than you. Not a lot, but I'm born in 8.
10 years is a lot.
10 years. But, the Camels are in the chat. Thank you, Go. And the Turtles, of course. But, I was born in 85. I started watching the Giants in, 93. So, Eli Manning, this guy, I've been watching football for, 26 years? He's been there for 16 of them. So, he's a big part of my life. He is a big part of my life, and it was sad to see it happen. And thank you so much for the super chat, Danny Travis. He says Zeke didn't win Rookie of the Year. Yes, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, Zeke won Rookie of the Year.
Zeke won Rookie of the Year.
And Danny Travis, forget about it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, Zeke won over Dak.
Yeah.
But, Eli, a huge part of every Giants fan's life. But, especially someone in my age group, somebody who's like 15, 16, they don't remember the struggle he had to go through when he first got drafted, forcing his way to New York, or the ESPN going after him. Then he gets here. Everybody compares him to his brother. By the time 2007 comes around, half the Giants fan base thinks he's shot. You tell the story about a guy burned his jersey in the parking lot. And then he gets to that magical run. He gets to the playoffs. I'm caught up with him. We go on this magical journey. We win a Super Bowl. Thank you so much, Little Bold Ops. He says, $2 super chat. Forget about it. He says, is Eli a first ballot Hall of Famer? Let's go. 100%. He should be. He's not going to be, but he should be. And Dak won Rookie of the Year. Yes, he did.
Dak won Rookie of the Year?
Oh, no. Wait, Dak won Rookie of the Year?
I never thought he did. I thought Zeke won it.
Oh, more people are saying it. I guess he did. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, so you fact-checked us.
How that happened.
Well, we're Giant fans, so forgive us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Zeke should have won Rookie of the Year then. My bad.
Now, Eli, I would say should be. I don't think he will be because he's so criticized. The 500 record is going to hurt his chances getting in first ballot. Yeah. But I think he should be in first ballot. I think he'll get in, but I think it's going to take him 4, 5, 6 years. I don't think it'll be a first ballot.
He should be in first ballot. I don't give a damn about that. When look at the team around him. You know, the team around him was freaking terrible. I mean, it was awful for the last 7 years. It was terrible. Before this stretch, what was he? He was 26 games or something above 500. At the end of the day, the guy's won 2 Super Bowl MVPs. There is a handful of other quarterbacks that have done that. Bart Starr did it. Terry Bradshaw did it. Joe Montana, Tom Brady.
That's it.
And yeah, I think that's it. And Eli. So there's a handful of quarterbacks done it. He's top 10 in passing yards. He's top 10 in passing touchdowns. He's top 10 in completions. What the hell do you want from the guy? He can't play defense, man. I hate that win-loss record for a quarterback because they don't always dictate. I bring it up all the time. He threw 6 damn touchdowns against the Saints and lost 52-49. You can put that loss on Eli Manning.
Right.
Now, granted, he definitely was responsible for a good amount of our losses. I'm not going to say that he played well in every one of our losses.
The quarterback always is, but partially responsible.
You can't put the win-loss and everything else he's accomplished. You can't just sit there and look at his win-loss record. I want to ask you this. I think he's at 500 exactly now.
He is.
Do you think that's the reason they pulled him out?
Might have been. It might have been. I was actually talking to Fish Vegas today, and he brought up his conspiracy theory is that the Cleveland Browns, Odell Beckham went out there and looked great with Baker Mayfield, and that opened up the owner's eyes. It said, you know, Eli can't make these throws that he used to make, and he's making Beckham look so good, and that's what we're missing out on. I don't think that was the case, but maybe. It might have been the 500 record. And it might have been
something.
It might have been this, Bad Dog, before. They might have said, we don't want to risk him playing decent game 3 and having to start him game 4 and getting booed at home. Maybe.
Who's that?
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Corey Lewis, for the super chat. He says, Bad Dog now says Eli can't play defense. No, he can't play defense, Corey Lewis. Well, that was always my argument. I knew he was going to be replaced, Corey Lewis. We'll see. I hope Daniel Jones comes in and he lights the world on fire. I hope. I personally don't think it's going to make a huge difference for this year's team.
Corey's one of the people that bashes me about this shit. Let me tell you something there, buddy. Okay? I've defended Eli Manning for 15 years. Talking about how he's played poorly for the last 3 years has nothing to do with disrespecting him. It has nothing to do with his freaking record. Watch the film. Watch the games on Sunday and tell me that that's the same guy out there that was out there 10 years ago. Okay? It's not.
Well, anybody.
So knock your shit off because it's pissing me off.
Anybody could argue. I mean, anybody could see that. He's not near what he used to be. I mean, I still think he could be a game manager, but the Giants don't have the pieces in place for him to be a game manager. They just don't. They don't have the defense. They don't.
Win-loss record's got nothing to do with it. Okay, we're talking about him going in the Hall of Fame. We're not talking about here the last 3 years when we've won 8 games.
Yeah, we're talking about his whole
career.
Yeah, his whole career. And what he did early in his career, made the playoffs damn near every year from 2005 and on until 2011. And, you know, he missed a couple here and there, but 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, winning record of 500, I believe, every year in that stretch. He was a great quarterback for the New York Giants before Reese failed him with the poor drafts. And that, obviously, he got to a point where he got older. But he had Dire Giants fan, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Stand up! Eli's a 2-time Super Bowl champion, MVP, a 4-time Pro Bowler, and 7th all-time in passing yards. He also has the second highest consecutive, the Iron Man streak as well. Great point. Dire Giants fan, thank you so much for being such a great supporter of both of our channels.
Yeah,
I don't even think it should be a debate. And JD, thank you so much. $2 super chat. He says, forget about it. He says, first ballot for sure. I would put him in first ballot. He's not going to get in first ballot. Well,
another thing you got to realize about Eli Manning that he has going for himself is his last name is Manning. There are politics involved in the NFL, guys. It's a business. The last name Manning means a lot to the NFL. Not just Peyton and Eli, but Archie as well. I mean, it's a big name in the NFL. He's going to get it. He should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Listen, if Jason Taylor makes the Hall of Fame, John Randall makes the Hall of Fame, these guys are Hall of Famers. Eli Manning is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, look at the numbers. So his win-loss record is 500. What was Joe Namath's win-loss record?
That's the only thing that the naysayers will be able to point at. Because when you look at everything else, top 10 in this, top 10 in that, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, what can you really – there's no way to keep him out other than that. And the Manning name is both a pro and a con. I agree with you that there's politics involved. But by the same token, because he has that Manning name, everybody subconsciously, I think, compares him to his brother throughout his entire career. If he was Eli Smith, people would say 2 Super Bowls. He's in no matter what. He's in no matter what. And the fact that he plays in New York, he gets the media scrutiny.
Well, he definitely got that his whole career.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that, man. He definitely got the media scrutiny. He got the scrutiny of the fans. And yeah, you're right. The last name hurt him, I think, at the beginning of his career because I think people expected him to be Peyton Manning immediately. And we know it took him a few years to develop. But at the end of the day, he won a championship. He won a championship a lot quicker than his brother did. I mean, he won in his fourth year. I think it took Peyton 8 years to get to Super Bowl, maybe 7. But I think it was 8 years. He was a rookie in '98, so 8 years for him to get a Super Bowl. Eli got it in 4. Eli actually had 2 Super Bowls in 7 years. And that's when the bad drafting started. I say it all the time. It started in 2011 when we took Prince Amukamara instead of Mark Ingram in that draft. That was when things really began to fall apart for the Giants.
And he should have had 3 if Plax doesn't shoot himself.
Yeah, they could have had a dynasty at that point. The 2008 Giants team was amazing. And 2009, they started off 5-0. 2010, they were 10-6. They had that horrible loss to the Eagles that kept them out of the playoffs. But they were very good. They were one of the best teams in football from 2007 to 2011, and there's no denying that. And Eli was a big part of that. I mean, 2011, that guy put a team on his back and should have won MVP, in my opinion.
In 2011, he should have won the MVP. All those come from beyond victories. I don't care they didn't have as good of I don't remember who won it that year. Was it Breeze? I don't remember. But I don't care that he didn't lead the league in passing. The way he carried that team with no run game, no defense, he should have won MVP that year. It was an incredible, incredible year.
It was. He broke the record for fourth quarter touchdown passes, and he threw for almost 5,000 yards. And we were at the bottom of the league in defense and running the ball. I mean, I know we were only 9-7, but hell, I mean, we wouldn't have been 9-7 without either. That game in Dallas in 2011, that was our season. We were down 34-22 with 5 minutes to go.
Incredible.
He went down the field and got us 15 points in 5 minutes.
Incredible.
And just the drives of perfection, too.
Yeah.
I mean, every throw was on the money. Every throw was thrown with confidence. Everything was great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Corey Lewis, for the super chat. He says, I watch film. Eli can't play defense or catch balls.
Yeah, well, he can't throw deep anymore either, and he can't throw accurately, and his progressions are slow, and so is his reactionary time. So watch it closer.
I think you're both right, I guess. Corey Lewis is blaming the defense, and I don't think Bad Dog disagrees with that. I think Bad Dog thinks the defense is the biggest problem on this team.
I mean, if you watch my video today, I say, well, I don't know how good Daniel Jones is going to do as far as winning games. I don't know if we're going to win games because we do have such a crappy defense. And I've said a bunch of times, it ain't going to matter who the quarterback is, but my contention is get this. This is a throwaway. In my opinion, this is a throwaway year. So get Daniel Jones all the reps you can. Let him make his mistakes. Let him learn on the fly. We're not going to be good with Eli in there anyway. So why stun his growth? Get him in there. Let him make his mistakes. Learn for next year. Go for it next year. With all these guys having a year of experience, including your quarterback, you have $100 million in cap space after we cut Janoris Jenkins, Kareem Martin, Alec Ogletree. I can't imagine any of the Red Ellison.
Right.
Probably not going to be there. So we'll have all that cap space. You build your team around. You draft a solid wide receiver, a solid right tackle. You spend the money on one of those positions if you don't draft a position. And, you go out and get a stud linebacker, and then you go forward from there. But to me, if Eli's in there, we're 0-2. We haven't been close. So if Eli plays all 16 games and we go 6-10, how does that help Daniel Jones? The next year, he's going to have to learn on the fly, and we probably don't do very well. Listen, I'd rather just him get everything out of the way, get acclimated to the NFL, get acclimated to the speed, make your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and start over next year with a year of experience under your belt.
I was very outspoken, and I thought that, I stood up for Eli after week 1. I thought he got unjust criticism. Thank you guys for being here. I do really appreciate it. And I personally was hoping for week 7. I thought it was the right time to do it. But at the end of the day, if they choose week 3, I'm going to get behind Daniel Jones. I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of when. We were just playing musical chairs. When are they going to pick him to start? And they picked week 3. Now it's on the road. Really... He doesn't have all of his weapons. It may not be the best time to do it, but they're throwing him in the fire. They see what he's got. And I think that the Giants may have folded to the pressure from the fans. I really think they were worried if Eli goes out there and plays decent week 3, and they're forced to start him, similar to the Cowboys game, and he's got to come back home week 4. I don't think they wanted to see him get booed.
Well, he didn't get booed this week. I couldn't hear it because
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear about him getting booed. I think you would have heard about it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
John Letourneau, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, $5 super chat, bends the knees, John Letourneau. Stand up, the entertainer, and Stella, Bad Dog. Love you all, guys. No Jackson or Jeffries for 2 weeks, so Cowboy fans are going to continue to talk trash. John,
that's part of it.
Thank you for being phenomenal. Subscribe to both of our channels.
He's the man.
And Eagles had a ton of injuries the other night. Goddard went down. Those two went down.
Yeah.
Wentz got hit.
Yeah. My heart bleeds for him. Yeah, because we don't have any. That was my favorite. Oh, we lost receivers. Oh, okay, because we're solid on that front, right? No Golden Tate, no Sterling Shepard, no Cody Latimer, no Darius Slayton. Yeah.
Before preseason started, Corey Coleman's out for the year. Golden Tate suspended for taking baby pills.
Sterling Shepard fractured his thumb. Then he comes in here and gets a concussion. They let him play with the concussion.
Yeah. Now Latimer's got a concussion.
Yeah.
And Slayton's been out the whole time.
Yep. Yeah. So
I don't feel bad for anybody.
Yeah, Eagle fans, you're breaking my heart with your injuries.
And Bavit's got a question. He says, "Do you guys want CeeDee Lamb or Jerry if we pick?" I think we both. I don't
Judy
think
will not go past
Judy's
10.
not going past the top 10. Bavit, no way.
I'll take CeeDee Lamb after that, though. And thank you for spelling that correctly, Bavith.
Yes, it's not compact disc.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so let's speak on Daniel Jones a little bit. Obviously, we talked about the history of Eli Manning. We both love him. You know, we just had different takes on when to replace him, and at this point, he's replaced, so it's over with. Daniel Jones is in the game. Danny Dimes, you're very excited. I'm very excited. I want to see what the kid's got.
Yep.
Now, what he brings to this offense, I think, outside of the fact that, he's going to bring energy. You saw the way the team reacted in training camp with the RPO highlights. Everybody's all pumped up whenever he's making plays. But what he's going to bring to this offense that Eli couldn't, first off, mobility and the RPO. I think that's going to be an added weapon to this offense with Saquon Barkley in the backfield that I'm really looking forward to. And Corey Lewis, thank you so much for the super chat. $2 super chat. You can forget about it. He says, "LOL, I love you though, Bad Dog. I respect your content."
Dilly, Corey.
That's all we ask for. You're not always going to agree with us. A lot of people in here might not agree with some of the things I say, Bad Dog might say, but we're going to tell you what's on our mind, and that's it. We're Giants fans at the end of the day. But yeah, that's what I'm most looking forward to. That wrinkle that they're going to add to the offense with that RPO.
Well, I mentioned that in my video that perhaps this opens up the playbook because I can't imagine the playbooks are exactly the same. Now, does that mean if they go to a more? I mean, I can't see a playbook being more like just original. Like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Unoriginal with Daniel Jones than it was with Eli Manning because it's not like they did anything extravagant. But I do wonder if they do have more rollouts and RPOs planned for Daniel Jones, if they have more deep throws down the field. I mean, I definitely think Daniel Jones will have more throws down the field than Eli Manning does. And I don't ever know because we don't know what Eli Manning's thinking.
Right.
So I don't know what the play call is. Maybe Pat Shurmur is calling for a deep fly route and Eli Manning just checks it down. And that's just Eli Manning's decision where he goes. Maybe the check down is his second read, or maybe he doesn't even look at the first read. I don't know because we're not in his head. So I don't really know what he's doing. But I do have a feeling you'll see this offense get stretched out more. And I do think that the mobility is a big factor because it's something Eli Manning can't do. Say he just never could run.
Thank you so much for the super chat, Batgirl. $2 super chat. You can forget about it. Just let Cowboys fan talk. They are usually irrelevant. Batgirl, Cowboys, I'll give them credit. They're one of the best teams in the league. We both picked them to win the division. But in terms of championships, yes, they have won more historically. They haven't won a championship since I was in elementary school. So. Yeah,
since the Clinton administration. I mean, I wasn't even old enough to drink legally. And I'm in my 40s now. Had a long time. And after watching them win 3 in a row, boy, tonight, or 3 out of 4, I needed a drink.
Oh, God. I was so happy when the 49ers beat them that one time with Stubblefield and Young.
Yeah, 94. That was beautiful.
How good of a team was that 49er team, that 94 team?
The 94 Niners team? That was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. They were all good.
Yeah.
The Niners are great from like 81 until the salary cap hit.
Yeah.
Then they started to fall off. But that team was that team was probably the best I'd ever seen for such a long period of time. Them and the Redskins, they were really good for a long time.
That team was stacked.
When I was growing up, they were really good.
Now, they're going up against the Bucs, obviously, for his first start. Todd Bowles, good defensive mind. He definitely brought some, good intricacies to that defense. You saw they played against Carolina. They played pretty well on the defensive end specifically. Bruce Arians, good offensive mind. Tampa's not going to be an easy team to beat, especially on the road, especially with 4 extra days rest. It's going to be interesting to see how he does against this defense because they are a much improved defense. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I didn't realize it before the season started. John Smith, thank you so much for the super chat. $5 super chat bends the knees. He says the improved O-line has a lot to do with them being comfortable putting Jones in. They are ranked 4th in the league right now. They deserve a lot of praise.
Agreed.
Unbelievable point. Unbelievable point, John Smith. That is a terrific point, and I completely agree with that. And I think that's why they revamped the offensive line. Because they knew that Daniel Jones at some point was coming in. Obviously, they always want to revamp it, but specifically this year, that's a great point he brings up.
Yeah, because you don't want your rookie quarterback getting hit. And that offensive line has been very good. I say it all the time. I mean, think about it. Saquon Barkley's had, what, 17 carries and 11 carries in 2 games. He's went over 100 yards in both. I mean, you know, listen, this is a Dallas Cowboys model. Now, we don't have an Amari Cooper, and we don't really have a Cole Beasley until, you know, Shepard take its back. But you look at what Dallas did. They have their stud running back with Ezekiel Elliott. They have their rookie quarterback with Dak Prescott, and they had one of the best O-lines in football. So you can succeed with that model. So obviously we don't have the talent at wide receiver that Dallas does, because it did Dak's rookie year because of all the injuries we have.
Yeah.
But when they're healthy, and if you pick up a stud, like Dallas went out and traded for Amari Cooper, maybe we draft the CeeDee Lamb, maybe we get Jerry Jeudy. I don't know what wide receiver free agents are out there, but maybe they go and sign a stud free agent wide receiver. But then you have what Dallas has. They've built their line, or they're building the line. They have a stud running back, you have a young quarterback, and you have a good receiving core. He's going to be able to succeed. If he has the talent we think we do, if he has the talent the Giants think that he does when they drafted him 6th, that's going to help him. That's exactly what they're looking at. They're looking at what Dallas did. And Dallas has been nothing but great since Dak and Zeke got there.
We've been saying that for months, Bad Dog, that they are copying that Dallas blueprint. And Dallas did a great job of drafting offensive line early, of drafting Zeke early, building that team the right way. They were a bad team. I went back and looked at their record. I think there was a 5-year stretch before 2014, maybe a 6-year stretch, where they only had 1 year in which they were over 500. They were
8-8 a lot.
8-8 3 years in a row. And they were 4-12 1 year. That was the year where they had the 4th pick for Zeke. Oh, God, Gary C., thank you so much for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Forget about it. The Phillies, John Letourneau again. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, man. He says, Bad Dog Entertainer. Hey, as an Eagle fan, my heart breaks for you, Giants. Can't stand the Giants, but will always love and respect you. We respect you, John.
You're the man, John. You know that.
You're a great subscriber, both of us. You go all the way back to last season.
Man.
But don't feel too bad for us, because I think we're going to start to improve soon with this defense.
Feel bad for us right now.
You can feel bad for us right now, but don't get used to it.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully not. By the way, guys, we have almost 300 people in here.
Spike that like.
There you go. We got 110 likes. What's up with that? You got to hit the thumbs up for a new direction for the New York Giants, man. I know it's bittersweet, but this is the one. This is the movie you've all been waiting for, to get us out of the doldrums and to start kickstarting our way back to the top. So let's go, man.
And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. And more importantly, go into the link in the description. And if one of my subs could put it in there so they could click it, put Bad Dog's link in there. Go over there and check him out. He puts out a lot of Giants content. I'll be on a show Friday. We're doing the same show. Yes. We'll be previewing the game more extensively, obviously, week 3. Taking on the Bucs. Tonight is more about the departure of Eli Manning. And obviously, Daniel Jones will be making his debut start. And then, of course, if you guys are new, probably from 11, maybe 11:10, because we got a little extra to talk about tonight, till about midnight, we'll be taking questions from the chat. So thank you to everybody for popping in. Thank you guys for blowing up this stream. And obviously we knew this was going to be a big day today. And let's talk a little bit about how the Giants have looked. 0-2, obviously coming off the Bills game. Pretty much the same story. The encouraging sign from that game, the defense did play much better in the second half. I think they made some adjustments.
Yes, they did. Yep.
Got a pass rush. Even on the drive where they scored the touchdown, they stopped them for a field goal. They almost came up with an interception twice. So we're seeing some development on the defensive end, at least in that second half.
Yeah, that was good to see. I had to leave the stream early because, again, I just completely out of it Sunday. I was watching my kids, so that was just a difficult. I knew that was going to be a difficult stream to do before I got sick. But I'm watching the game upstairs because, pretty much immediately after I got, I had to leave the stream. They scored a touchdown, make it 21-14.
Right.
And I just knew, because we've just been losing for so long, as good as the defense had played in the second half, I'm just like, I know they're giving up points. It's just, you could feel it. At least I could feel it. I'm like, I just know they're not. I want them to hold so bad. I want one more chance to go down. Let's see if Eli can go down and tie it up. Let's see Eli. He's always been clutch.
Right.
Let's see if he has it. And I just knew the defense wasn't going to hold, because it hasn't held for so many years now. You almost come to expect when we need a stop, they cannot get it. But if you're going to take any positives out of there, Buffalo scored, 3 times in a row, and then in the second half, they really couldn't do much of anything. Giants got a pass rush. They forced Josh Allen out of the pocket a lot. They had 3 sacks, maybe 4 sacks. So it's encouraging. Hopefully that the pass rush can get there, even though Janoris Jenkins said, I can't cover anybody for 10 seconds, and he was right about that. He is. But, Janoris Jenkins sucks, and I don't want to hear your crap, because he's gotten burned a lot. He got burned a lot last year, and I watched him quit on a play, so
I think
I'm not.
I personally think Jenkins is trying to take
Get
a
out.
lead. Well, he's trying to get out, but he probably sees there's no leaders on. Nobody's speaking up. Nobody's speaking up in this defense because they're all young. They don't have a leader. Their defensive coordinator won't even talk to the press. I mean, Betcher doesn't even talk to the press. He hasn't talked to the press after the game for 2 weeks now.
That's because they're going to kill him, and he knows it.
Yeah,
He's going to write his. He's going to write his ticket right out of town.
I tell you, the fans are already frustrated with him. They really are.
Yeah, he's going to write his ticket right out of town. He's got nothing to do with Daniel Jones. Shermer and Gettleman are going to be there through next year because of Daniel Jones, but we don't need Betcher to do that defense. It's got nothing to do with Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
especially if they struggled the entire season. Now, if you see this defense get better as the year goes on, Betcher will be okay. And again, they're very young.
I really think it's going to get better.
It has to. There's too much talent. They're all rookies and second-year guys. It's a lot of young guys.
Cheryl Lewis, thank you so much for the super chat. Great subscriber of mine. Been here for a while. $5 super chat. Bends the knees. He says, I'll tell you one thing. If the Giants end up having the first pick of the draft, they better take Tua. I think I missed the rest of it. Hold on. They better take Tua. I don't give a damn how DJ looks. Cheryl Lewis, I don't think that would happen. But if they do have the first pick of the draft, instead of taking Tua, they would probably trade down. And get a ton for Tua.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this right now. Tua's not going to last in the NFL. Guy gets banged up too much. Guy lives in the tent. He really does. And I watch a lot of Alabama football. He's good, but that guy's going to struggle to stay healthy. People were worried about Kyler Murray because of his size. Kyler Murray will be just fine. But Tua's always banged up. Always. I actually don't think this quarterback class is as good as the one that came out last year. I honestly think Daniel Jones is better than – he's not better than Tua. I think he'll be more durable, but I
what about Herbert? I know you liked Herbert last year.
I do like Herbert. I think Herbert benefits from another year at Oregon. But I think Daniel Jones can be better than Justin Herbert. Depending on where Herbert goes, though, too. I mean, it's all
based on scenery, yeah. John Smith, thank you so much for the super chat. Bends the knees. He says, interesting little note. When they finally switched Baker to press coverage halfway through the third quarter, he didn't allow a catch. That is an interesting stat, and that's what he's known for. He's not used to this zone coverage. In Georgia, he never played that, and we've seen him getting eaten up the entire his tenure with the Giants so far. Specifically, that catch against was it Beasley? 3rd and 10. He was 10 yards off of him when he caught it. Yeah, that was a backbreaker. I'll tell you the other backbreaker of that game. Hamilton, special teams, makes a phenomenal play. You know, where he throws it over the head. They pin him at the 2, and then they let him go 98 yards.
Yep. I remember that. I remember. That's when I started saying, let's start him in the parking lot. Let's see if they can score from there.
Yeah.
But, DeAndre Baker, listen, I don't know how many times I've screamed, play press coverage. I screamed it every game. Stop. Get out of that freaking zone, especially on 3rd and long, and playing 12 yards off the guy. Play press coverage and blitz. Because you're not getting there with your 3 guys.
No.
So take your chances because it's not like you're going to get hurt any worse than you are.
Right.
We saw guys running down the field wide open again. I don't know who it was, got behind the defense. Thank God Josh Allen sucks and he overthrew him by 5 yards because that was an easy touchdown. I mean, we saw it.
Yeah.
He was streaking down the field and Josh Allen missed him by a mile.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Their red zone defense was so bad. Every time they got in the red zone, they ran the same play. The left corner was there every time. They did 2 long touchdowns and I think they had another one. They got tackled like the 2 from 20 yards out.
Yeah.
But the defense still wasn't very good in the second half, but it was much improved.
It was better.
Yeah, it was better is the key word.
Just to see a pass rush was encouraging. And to see a pass rush where they forced him out of the pocket, but then there's a few times they got there. Good to see.
And you think you think something's starting to click now? You hope?
You hope. I don't know if it is, but you definitely hope. You definitely hope that you're going to see something.
Yeah.
You know, especially from the secondary, they got to improve too.
Yeah.
But if it all comes together, if the secondary and the defensive line gets better, then you're going to have a pretty decent defense. You know, there's a lot of young guys. I mean, Peppers is 23. DeAndre Baker's a rookie. Grant Haley's a second-year player. Corey Ball. I don't know. I keep calling him Will Ballantyne. I think that was a freaking baseball player. Corey Ballantyne is a rookie. Julian Love is a rookie. Lorenzo Carter's a second year. B.J. Hill's a second year. Dexter Lawrence is a rookie. I mean, they got a lot of youth.
Yeah.
Youth.
Yeah, the linebacking core is young. Everybody, that whole defense is young. The front line, I'm really excited about. I think it's going to get better over the course of the year. Lawrence, I think, will improve. B.J. Hill, I still think is a very good player. I do think that they have some talent. It's just that they're unproven. They're not completely used to this system. It's going to take a little more time, and we got to be patient with it. I think by week 5 or 6, you're going to start to see some strides. I don't think they're going to be an above-average defense. Not this year. but I think they could get closer to average as the course of the season wears along.
Yeah, I mean, I know we got to be patient. I think the problem is that this is a whole new cast of characters.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with them as much as it does the last 7 years just being really bad. And yes, guys, I know we were in the playoffs 2016, but that wasn't a good team. That wasn't a good team. We beat every team. We won 11 games. 10 of them we won by less than 7 points. And the one game I think we won more than by 7 points was the winless Cleveland Browns. And part of that was because Jason Pierre-Paul picked off a pass that was a hit in the elbow and he ran it back for a touchdown. So I think we beat Cleveland by 14 or something, but it wasn't even that much of a blowout. Cleveland was right there with us most of that game. So,
yeah,
it wasn't good. We beat a really bad Rams team in London. That was Landon Collins' signature play with the Giants, that interception return for a touchdown. I think we beat them by 7 points. They were a horrible team.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've had consistent success. The first half of Eli's career, that's when we had consistent success. The second half, we didn't.
Exactly.
Hopefully we're starting to rectify that. Obviously, the improved offensive line, John Smith just mentioned it. They're ranked 4th in the league. I didn't even know that. I know that they're playing good. I didn't know they were playing that good. Obviously, we have the ability for a ground game with Barkley. And we saw it with Dallas in 2016. Going into that year, the Dallas Cowboys, most people thought they had a bad defense or a below-average defense. And because they had such a good offensive line and a ground game, they won the time of possession every game, and it kept the defense fresh, and it made them look a lot better than what they really were. And the Giants are capable, maybe not this year, maybe second half, but down the line next year of doing the same exact thing.
Hey, I say this in every pregame video. Definitely said it against the Bills, that their run defenses, that's the part that's soft. Their pass defense is very tough. You don't want Eli Manning throwing the ball 30 times. First freaking drive, 5 runs, 75 yards, touchdown.
Right.
I sit there going, I told you guys this is where Buffalo is weak. And the more you run, the more your offense is on the field, the less your defense is on the field. Stop exposing our weaknesses by putting the defense on the field.
Right.
It's just bad. Some of that's just bad play calling. We saw that in the Jets last night, Chris, and they had 3rd and 2 and 4th and 2, and they're throwing 2 passes
with their third-string quarterback.
Instead of giving the ball to Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
No,
you're absolutely right.
So it's just, Pat Shurmur does some really stupid things with the play calling and just not giving it to Barkley enough. And people will say, well, you don't want to wear him down. Look at him. That guy is built
to take a beating.
Take 20 to 25 carries a game. We're not saying give him 35 carries a game like they used to do to John Riggins back in the day. Okay, no running back is getting 35 carries anymore. But he can get 20 to 25 touches. It ain't going to hurt that guy.
In defense to Shurmur for this game, the first game, there's no defense. This game, I actually thought, based on the score in the second half, he actually still tried to make an effort to run the football in the second half. Barkley ended up with 18 carries, but I remember they're down 14 points. He was still giving Barkley a few carries. In defense to Shurmur, he didn't get completely away from the run in this game. I think the fact he didn't have 20 was a bit circumstantial that they were down by as much as they were in the second half.
Yeah, but they're only down by 14. I mean, he had 4 carries in the first drive, and he had 14 the rest of the game. So
no, he needs to do an even better job at focusing on it. It was improved, but I agree. The Giants got to get ahead. Period in the story, and they got to stay ahead.
We got to stay ahead.
When they score that touchdown, they need the defense to come up with a stop, get a double-digit lead, kick a field goal, get 10-point lead. That's when you could grind them down with the run game.
Yeah, if nothing else, at least have another long drive. You eat up the clock,
right,
and keep your defense off the field and keep them fresh.
Because it was the same story this week as last. The first half against Dallas, it was I think 21-9 in time of possession, and this week was very similar.
Yep.
And then by halftime, you're already on the field for 20, 21 minutes. Your defense is shot.
Yep. Yeah.
You know? And that's what happens.
Yeah.
What's going on, J-Rax? Thank you for tuning in to the stream. Thank you to everybody for being here. Of course, if you guys have not done so, please subscribe, ring the bell. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Go into the link in the description. We'll be live on Bad Dog's channel on Friday. Of course, we'll be streaming the Giants game this week on his channel. We'll be doing the Sunday night game over here. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being such great subscribers. Scott Robinson announced, Madden announced, Ray W., Jade Fresh, Rom Dre, Philly Lights, Noah Cale. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everybody for being here. And there's Bad Dogs links right there.
Thank you. I heard Giants fan. I want to say something. Scott Robinson asked me, I probably saw this fly by 6 times. He said, when is your next Daniel Jones is better than video? Well, see, now it'll be hard to do it because now he's going to play. So now I thought I was going to have more time to do more of those.
Right.
I did 4. So, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that now that he's going to play because now people are going to see that he either is or he isn't. I mean, obviously I would have a few games I mean, if he starts off slowly, I'm going to have to wait. If he comes out and he's a pimp, then I might just start blasting him out every week. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But I do. The guys I said Daniel Jones can be better. Now, I know Cowboy fans are going to get on me because Dak's off to a great start, but I think Daniel Jones has the same type of setup that Dak Prescott has in Dallas. I think they're building towards that.
Building towards it. Not there yet, but
very successful. Right. I think that in his second year, maybe his third year, that the Giants will have a watertight offensive line. You'll have Saquon Barkley, and you'll have good wide receivers. And I think you'll be ready to go. I think you'll see that.
I wanted to ask you something that I saw in your video. And I had the same idea. That's why I made a video on it. You said that that you could see that you almost expect the Giants to trade Eli Manning. Oh, David Bickle, thank you so much for the super chat, man. $5 super chat. Bends the knees. He says, if not a little sad today, not a real. Yo, David, 100%. We're all a little sad. We all love Eli Manning. At the end of the day, yep. I didn't cry. I always thought I might. I'm probably gonna cry when he retires and when his Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I'll probably tear up for that. I was definitely very upset this morning, but happy at the same time. It was bittersweet. That's what it was, because you're excited for the next, what you hope. What's going on, right. Air Force? We are young.
The next era.
The next football, Eli Manning, right? And you're upset because you got to move on from the guy that brought you so many great memories.
Yeah. So I said when I started thinking about what I was going to say for my video tomorrow, I started tearing up a little bit because it's emotional. Like when Mariano Rivera retired, I cried because Mariano Rivera is my favorite Yankee of all time, and just knowing I was never going to hear Enter Sandman and see number 42 run out in the field, for the Yankees outside of Jackie Robinson Day, obviously. That Jeter, I was like, I was going to miss Jeter, but I wasn't as big of a Jeter fan as a lot of Yankee fans. So obviously it was going to be different, but I wasn't as upset. Mariano Rivera, that hurt. Lawrence Taylor, see him sit on the sideline and him crying in a 44-3 loss, that killed me. But yeah, when Eli goes, I'll definitely be emotional because he's meant a lot to me. He's meant a lot to the franchise.
Yeah, if you're a Giants fan, you should.
And it's hard to hate him as a person because he's such a great dude, great teammate, great professional. So it's not like anybody should ever root, had any ill will towards him. So.
Yeah. I agree with you. Cruzon, thank you so much for the super chat. $2 super chat. You can forget about it. And I'm glad you said that, Cruzon, because you are very outspoken against Eli. Not that you hate him, that you wanted to move on. He says, I cried in the car. And Cruzon's a great fan. We don't always agree. But I think, and I was proud when I made that Eli video today, the Eli tribute video. A lot of people came in. They said, I'm tearing up from this video. And I said, I'm glad that people cared this much about this man, as much as I did, because he meant so much to this fan base. He really did. And I felt like people were picking on him, and I get it that they wanted to move on, and they felt that maybe that's what they needed to do to send the message to the ownership. But it was a really bad situation for me as a Giants fan, because I loved Eli Manning.
I wonder if Cruzon's tears were tears of joy, though. You never know.
They might have been.
No, listen, I'm going to say this about Cruzon 26. Now, he'll tell you better than anybody. In 2016, Cruzon was saying, I'm done with Eli Manning. And I would tell him, new system. Give him a chance. 2017 comes around, Cruzon's like, dude, he sucks. Give it up. I'm like, well, everybody's hurt. Give him a chance. 2018 comes around, he starts off slow. I'm like, the team's just bad. And then as the year progressed, I'm like, okay, I'm on board. I'm ready to move on. So he'll tell you, I defended Eli through years of this. But again, Cruzon just wanted him gone earlier because he saw him fall off quicker than I did, or stop making excuses for him quicker than I did a lot of other people. But that doesn't mean Cruzon doesn't love Eli Manning and what he's meant to this franchise. I mean, that's the thing. Just because people are critical of him now doesn't mean that they disrespect or don't care about everything he did for us. He means the world is. Our franchise has been around since 1925. We have 8 championships. We have one of the most historical franchises in the history of football. Some of the greatest players ever. The greatest coaching tree in the history of the NFL has come from the New York Giants.
Yeah, not even close.
And this guy is the greatest quarterback to ever play for this franchise. And that includes Y.A. Tittles. That includes Fran Tarkenton. That includes the Hall of Famers. Bill Sims, right. So it says a lot about Eli Manning and what he meant to the franchise.
Oh, he's to me, he's on my Mount Rushmore. He's on my Mount Rushmore. And I hope Daniel Jones cracks that Mount Rushmore one day, too. Or Saquon Barkley cracks that Mount Rushmore one day.
Yeah, hopefully they can win. Hopefully they can win 3 or 4.
You know what's crazy to me though? When you think about the two Giants Super Bowl teams, I don't know if we've talked about this before. 2007, 2011. If Eli Manning didn't make the Hall of Fame, which I think we both agree he will, but if he didn't, I don't think there'd be a player that was on both those teams that made the Hall of Fame. And how crazy is that? Both teams.
That is crazy. I mean, who was on both?
Justin Tuck was.
Yeah, he didn't play long enough. Maybe
some of the offensive linemen might have been. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah, Eli Manning, if he didn't make it, there wouldn't be a player that was on both teams that made the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Other than Tom Coughlin, if you want to count the coach, probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there was, Lawrence Taylor. He was on both 86 and 90. I was going to say, I was wondering if anybody was on the 86 and 90. I don't think any other Hall of Famers came off of that team except for LT.
Strahan wasn't on the 11 team, Air Force. Strahan was only on the first team. He was not on both.
Strahan retired the year after, or 2007 was his last year.
I said both teams. Oh, thank you so much, Backup, for the super chat. Stand up. She said, I cried with that friend of mine who passed away when Big Papi spoke at Fenway's after the Boston Marathon bombings and said, this is our blanket city and nobody is going to dictate our free. Yeah, that was a great speech. That was I teared up from that speech. I teared up from that speech when, and OC's not a Hall of Famer, Billy Costa. He's not going to make the Hall of Fame. But that was a great, phenomenal speech. I think I saw Sports Fairies in the chat. I see Bob Rosa. If you guys haven't done so, go check out Sports Fairy too. Of course, they got a great, great channel. Love those guys. Be working with them a lot soon. So go over there and check them out. But yeah, that Boston speech was great. That was a phenomenal speech by Big Papi.
Yeah. Big Papi.
He's one of the few Red Sox you kind of like, right?
Oh, God, I freaking hated him. He and Manny Ramirez gave me nightmares. I swear to God, they were up every inning.
Yeah.
I swear to God, and we used to play them, I'm like, God, didn't he just hit a 3-run homer? Didn't that just happen? How is he up again? And the same thing back in 95 in Seattle. I swear to God, Edgar Martinez and Ken Griffey Jr. up every inning. I'm like, how many times did he bat in the lineup?
Edgar Martinez.
Get the hell away from them. Because I'm telling you something. I have never seen in my life, just go for baseball, a better 3-4 combination of Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz. I have not seen
David Ortiz, I'm a Mets fan. I don't watch a lot of American League Baseball. But when David Ortiz was in his stride from, what would you say his 3 or 4 prime years were?
Oh, God, 2004 through, probably 2004 through 2012. He had a long stretch.
Well, really for that 6, 7, 8 year period, whatever it was, I've never seen a clutcher hitter.
He was very clutch.
He was beyond clutch, unbelievably clutch.
Hideki Matsui was right there with him for the Yankees.
Yeah,
Hideki was very clutch too. But Ortiz killed us.
Yeah.
Oh, he and Manny killed us.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so happy when they retired.
Sorry about that. We got off the little. Actually, it's 11:02. We'll take some questions. Obviously, we could talk all night. Tonight we got a lot to talk about, but we always like to include our chat. Obviously, you guys are gonna have tons of questions to ask us. Big day today in Giants history. Well, let's get back to that, Jeff. Absolutely. Will Eli be traded? We were starting to transition to that. I think I got a super chat. So you made a video on it today, and you kind of said that you almost expect that he might be because of the way that it came out so early. You thought maybe they want to get Eli a chance to go somewhere else.
Yeah. I mentioned in the Daniel Jones video that I feel like perhaps they are working on something, and that's why they made this change so quick. Because when Pittsburgh lost Ben Roethlisberger, and they went after Minkah Fitzpatrick, they're obviously going for something. You're not going to give them a first-round pick if you think that Mason Rudolph, you can't. I don't think Mason Rudolph's the new guy, or he's the heir apparent to Ben Roethlisberger. Now, they did give Roethlisberger a 2-year extension for $62 million.
Right.
I think after this year.
But Eli's just a 1-year rental.
Right. So, yeah, that's why it fits perfectly because he's a 1-year rental. And, same thing at Jacksonville. There's no Nick Foles down there. And Minshew ain't going to get it done down there.
From what I heard, Foles is going to be, back week 11?
I thought Foles was done for the year.
I thought he was too, but people in my comments were saying week 11.
Oh, okay. I thought then that's my bad. I thought he was out for the year. So Eli will not go there. They're not going to rent him for 8 games.
If that's true, yeah.
And it'll be less because he's not going there tomorrow.
Right.
I thought the Pittsburgh thing was interesting, that he could end up in Pittsburgh. We'll see.
Colts, you think they stick with Brissett, right?
Yeah, I haven't really watched the Colts, so I don't know how they're doing. But yeah, they could stick with Brissett. It's interesting. I mean, it's an interesting scenario. We'll see what happens, but it's crazy how many of these quarterbacks have gotten hurt so early in the year.
Yeah, and when you look around the league, he's got to be one of the more valuable guys that could potentially be on the trade market, right? I mean, how many backup quarterbacks have his experience, regardless of, people, obviously he's regressed in terms of talent, but he still has experience. He can still bring something to a football team.
Definitely. I mean, if you have the right pieces around him, you're going to do better. I think the Colts will do better with him than Jacoby Brissett. I definitely think the Steelers would be better off with him than Mason Rudolph. And same thing with Minshew. I mean, Eli Manning's going to be a better quarterback than Minshew is. So if you guys think you have a chance and you're a quarterback away, then sure, take him, especially since the Coughlin connection's down there.
Yeah. And thank you so much, JJ Trilla, for the super chat. Really do appreciate that. Ben's Denise, he says Cowboys 12-4, Giants 4-12, Eagles 7-9, Redskins 7-9, Eagles 3-13. I don't know about that, JJ Trilla. I know they got a lot of injuries.
I would love that, honestly.
Oh my God. No, you know what I want? And I've been saying this since before the season started. I want the Eagles to be on the precipice of the playoffs last week of the season, and I want us to knock them out. That would be better than a 3-13 season.
That would be so poetic. And that would turn it all around for us since we haven't beaten them in forever.
Yeah, how sweet would that be? That would be our Super Bowl.
Yeah. I heard Eagle fans talking about how the Falcons game was the Falcons Super Bowl. Eagle fans are so jaded. It's hilarious to me. Talk all that crap, and then they lose a game, and we had injuries. Injuries. The Falcons ain't shit. They got lucky. Oh, my God, man. What's wrong with you, that fan base?
Just want to answer Batgirl's question. She says, how was Phil Simms compared to Eli Manning? Yes, I was researching old Giants players. Batgirl, great question. That's probably a better question for Bad Dog. I know Phil Simms' history, but I didn't really get to see him at his best. Phil Simms won 1 Super Bowl. Eli won 2. Phil Simms was part of 2, but he didn't start. Hostetler did on that second team. Different eras, so they're hard to compare. Phil Simms had a much better surrounding team in terms of the defense. Offensively, Eli had better pieces.
Offensively, Eli had much better receivers. They both had good offensive lines. They both had good running games, and Bavaro was definitely a better tight end. But Simms, it's funny because both of those guys get off to a very rocky start at the beginning of their career. Simms, it was more injuries.
Right.
More injury plagued. I think he had 3 straight season-ending injuries. Started out very slow. He actually got benched in '83 in favor of Scott Bruner. Giants ended up really poorly. Finished 3-12-1. Came back in '84. He threw for over 4,000 yards. They made the playoffs '84, '85, won in '86. Missed out on it in '87 because of the strike. 88, 10-6, missed the playoffs. 89, 12-4, 90, won another Super Bowl. They were 11-2 the game he got hurt against the Bills. So
a similar situation to Carson Wentz. Not that he was an MVP that year, but where he played the first.
He had the highest quarterback. He had the least amount of interceptions that year. I think he only threw 4 interceptions in 1990. He didn't throw a lot of interceptions.
And he was the record.
It's a guy that started off bad and got better as his career went on. But Eli Manning's better than Phil Simms, if that's the question.
I agree with that. But Simms holds the record still for the highest QB rating ever in a Super Bowl, right? Or completion percentage.
Completion percentage, I think he does, yeah.
Completion percentage, yeah.
Yep. 22 268 yards, 3 touchdowns.
The human encyclopedia, guys. If you haven't done so, there's no need to have an encyclopedia. Just go to Bad Dog's channel. He knows every stat ever made. He can tell you the batting average of Derek Jeter and not just the year. He can tell you, against lefties in the wind in 1999, how he did. But thank you guys for being here. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell. Go into the link in the description and sub up Bad Dog Sports. Appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you guys for being great subscribers.
Yeah, really do appreciate you guys. It's been a great show, man. It's been an awesome show, and obviously changing of the guard today. I mean, like I said, we knew it would happen, but it's crazy to think it happened so soon. Like I said, I mean, I'm sitting there going, I want to see Jones. I want to see Jones. I want to see Jones. You're going to see Jones. Man.
Yeah, it's like that.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's almost like, I'm trying to compare it to something. It's almost like when you're like, you want to turn 21 so you can drink. I want to turn 20, and then you drink. You'd be like, "Still tastes so good." Something like that. I don't know. But
yeah.
You're waiting for something forever. And
I hate this chick. I'm gonna break up with her, man. I hate this chick. We gotta break up. I can't stand this girl. I can't stand. We're broken up. I miss her.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right. What's going on, Rudy T? Thank you so much for tuning into the chat, man. A phenomenal subscriber of both of ours. Thank you to everybody for being here. Don't live in the past. No, I mean, obviously we're moving on. But this is a day to live in the past. It's one of our greatest players of all time. We're going to talk a little bit about Eli Manning. He's He was the quarterback for 15 years. We're going to talk
Yeah,
about
won
it.
2 Super Bowls. He's a Hall of Famer. He's the best quarterback we've ever had in this franchise, and he deserves to be talked about. Oh, trust me, we're ready to move.
Yeah, we're
I've been
on.
ready to
Dan,
move
we're
forward,
gonna.
but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to give Eli Manning all the praise and appreciate everything that he's meant to this franchise. There's no way. There's no way I'm just going to move on like, up the hell with you. You're gone. No, I mean, it's an emotional thing. I had a hard time moving on from Lawrence Taylor. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and on on Sunday when we're on Bad Dogs channel, we're gonna root Daniel Jones on
Obviously.
just like we rooted Eli, and we're gonna be just as passionate. And he's a New York Giant, and we both love him. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. I recently
Cruzon says he recently gave up alcohol, feeling great. That tough year to give up alcohol, Cruzon. Have you seen our defense? What's that? It's airplane, right? Guess I picked the wrong day to stop drinking. Guess I picked the wrong day to stop smoking. Guess I picked the wrong day to stop gambling. That's what I feel like with the Giants.
Tamil, I agree. I think his number will definitely be in the Ring of Honor.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never see Ken Ward again.
Yeah, definitely.
Sims has your favorite players. Yes, Lawrence Taylor, Batgirl. Yes. The Joe Theismann leg injury. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh man, who do we play this week? And we play the Bucs. Obi-Wan Kenobi. We play the Bucs.
I saw a similar one last night to Trevor Siemian had his ankle bent backwards pretty good from Myles Garrett last night. So remember we saw the ankle.
Oh, that was ugly. All right, let me get this question from Clocks. I think he answered a couple times. So the Giants go from we can win now and Eli is our quarterback to the third game and they flip. Yeah, I sure do have confidence in this front office. Jeez. Clocks, I mean, you could look at it that way, definitely. I personally don't think the Giants ever thought they were a win-now team this year. I think that they looked at Eli as a guy that could mentor Daniel Jones. They probably thought Daniel Jones wasn't ready to be the starter at the start of the season. And I think that they intended for this to be a, obviously if everything breaks right, we know it's the NFL, anything can happen, so they're not going to quit on the season before it starts. But I think they knew it was a transitional year. That is why I kind of wish they didn't bring Eli back. Because, one, it's a messy transition now. Two, $23 million you're paying the guy to be a backup quarterback. You could have brought in McCown to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you want to do it gracefully, and he's a big part of this franchise, and I get that, and I love him. But financially, it probably didn't make the best of sense.
I'm wondering if part of the reason they brought Eli Manning back was because there's already going to be pressure on Daniel Jones. He was a highly scrutinized pick. He was picked 6th overall, and now he's taken over for the greatest franchise. He's got big shoes to fill.
Right.
But part of me wants to think that maybe the ownership brought Eli Manning back because if Daniel Jones went into the season knowing this is our number one guy, if there'd be even more pressure on him. Maybe having Eli Manning there took some of the pressure off of him because people are ready for the change. Whereas if Daniel Jones went in week 1 as the starter, people would be expecting him to turn the team around immediately.
Right.
So now, because Eli Manning has struggled, I think maybe they think that people will be more patient with Daniel Jones. And let me tell you something, guys. You have to be patient with Daniel Jones.
Have to be. No
you
choice.
have to be patient with him. This guy comes out against Tampa and he throws 3 interceptions and fumbles. Put Eli back in there. Oh, Daniel Jones is a bust. You can't do that.
Can't do it.
Carson Wentz had a bad rookie season.
Eli Manning.
Sam Darnold had a bad rookie season. Peyton Manning had a bad rookie season. Okay? They had bad rookie seasons.
Eli Manning had one of the worst rookie seasons of all time.
Exactly. He didn't even complete 50% of his passes.
Yeah,
they were 1-6 when he was a starter in 2004.
You got to let him develop. You got
to give him a chance to get acclimated to the NFL system. He has to. Lamar Jackson had a bad rookie season too, right? So you got to give these guys a chance to develop. Sam Darnold will continue to have bad seasons because Sam Darnold stinks. I got to throw that in there every time. And he got mono. He finally kissed a girl and he got mono. And Adam Gase is his freaking head coach. And if you saw that Jets game last night, I actually feel bad for you Jets fans.
Yeah, the defense looked pretty good, but the offense is in trouble. Authentic says, what about waiting for Golden Tate? That was my thought process, Authentic, just because I thought it would have been the best situation for him to be in. So, again, I'm going to get behind the decision because I knew it was coming, but I think that would have been the smarter decision. And thank you, Bavit. He says, Christopher, you keep looking so cute. I'm unsubbing. Thank you, Bavit. I wish you were female.
You got to think of something else, though. Now, I know in preseason games he threw to Golden Tate, but Daniel Jones probably worked with a lot of these guys that he's going to be throwing to in training camp. He worked with the second-team guys.
TJ Jones, yeah.
So he is throwing to the second-team guys. He didn't work with Sterling Shepard like Eli Manning did. He didn't work with Golden Tate like Eli Manning did. He worked with Russell Shepard. He worked with T.J. Jones. He worked with Benny Fowler. Like, he worked with the second string guys. So he probably has a better rapport with them than Eli Manning does, if you think about it that way. And it's not like these guys were not open, man. There was throws to be had there this game.
That's a good point you bring up. Good point you bring up. Darnell, thank you so much for the super chat. $5 super chat.
Darnell.
Bends the knees. And before I get that, I want to read your question. Big Blue says, Chris, how much would we get in return if we traded Eli? All right, we're gonna talk about that in a second. Darnell says, if you're a New York fan, then you're pretty much an alcoholic, because I definitely am. P.S. Let's go, Dan. Darnell, you're
Big Money's also hooked on the Honey Jack now.
Yes, yeah, Honey Jack's great. But to go to Big Blue for Life's a phenomenal subscriber of mine. He's been with my channel forever. About what we would get in return for Eli, probably not a whole lot. I mean, what do you think? A mid-round pick?
Yeah, 4th or 5th.
Maybe a 3rd, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we get that much, to be honest with you. But at this point, for me, it's as much of giving if he wants. He obviously has the no trade clause. If he wants, for me, it's almost giving Eli that opportunity, because he's earned that. If a team wants his services, he's not going to play here anymore. Give him the opportunity to go out and compete. So that's as much that for me as anything else.
Hey, as I said in the video today, if he goes somewhere and he has a chance to win a Super Bowl, I am rooting my ass off for Eli Manning to win a 3rd Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I will do nothing but root for that guy. I don't even care if he's playing against Tom Brady in the playoffs. I will, because I always root for Tom Brady who was in the playoffs, because I like to root for the bad guy. And of course, that's business for me.
Yeah, he's got every rookie card ever made.
Yes, but not everyone. I wish I did. But I'd root for Eli Manning to win that championship. Absolutely.
All right,
Colts, Steelers, Jaguars. I don't care.
Yeah. Clark's got another question. He says, with 14 games to see DJ's talent, if the NFL had it right with this guy and he's not all that, does Gettleman have the balls to draft another quarterback next year? Clark's, I really don't think so. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. They said we have to see what this guy's got for 14 games, because it's a great quarterback draft next year. And if he's complete trash, you gave him a full season. I don't think so. When you draft, especially the Giants are a very patient organization.
It's not a good quarterback class though next year.
Yeah,
it's not. Tua's good. Tua can't stay healthy.
Oh man, Eric Steele, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Eric Steele's got a channel over there. I checked it out. Funny guy. Going over there, check him out. He's a Steelers fan. He says, "Here you go, Tane. I really appreciate that, man." Bends the knees. How you doing, Eric Steele? Thank you for popping in, buddy.
So, man, I don't know, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But go ahead, ask those questions, guys. But yeah, like Big Blue, I'd say a mid-round pick for Eli.
Yeah.
If we do.
Trevor Lawrence isn't available to 2021, and I'll tell you this: Dave Gettleman, he's not going to pick another quarterback. He'd be fired.
Maybe in 2021 if they were really bad, but at that point, Gettleman's probably fired anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if Daniel Jones is bad, if Daniel Jones is really bad this year or next year, and they're tanking again, then you probably will see Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Best Eli Manning game. For me, I think it's both of us. It's the 49ers game, NFC Championship.
That's my favorite game.
Yeah. When I think Eli Manning, that's the first game that pops to my head.
That to me that showed everything Eli Manning had. But the best game to me, that game in San Francisco wouldn't have even happened if it wasn't for that Cowboys game in 2011. He threw for over 400 yards, and that was our season. Right. We lost that game. We're done.
Right.
We are done because they have the tiebreaker, and we're a game. Or they have the tiebreaker, and I think we're 2 games back at that time. We would have been a game back, and they would have. That was it, because I think we were 6-6. So we would have went to 6-7, and they would have been 7-6 and had the tiebreaker. We would have been in deep crap. So, no, they would have had the tiebreaker because we played them again at the end of the year. But maybe they would have been 2 games up on us at that time.
Yeah, I think they would have been, if I remember correctly.
So that game to me will always stand out. That one in Dallas, Sunday Night Football, down 34-22 with 5 minutes ago, and just go back and watch that game. Find that game. Those are the 2 games. That's your homework assignment, guys. 2011, you go back, you watch Eli Manning against Dallas, in the first game in Dallas, and you watch that San Francisco, the NFC Championship game. And that tells you all you need to know about Eli Manning. Those 2 games define his career, in my opinion.
Rudy says he cried. Mine and everybody else's tribute. I love Eli. Yeah, we all love Eli. We're Giants fans. You should love Eli if you're a Giants fan. So yeah. How much do you expect us to spend in free agency next year? I personally don't think we'll spend a lot. We might not
Depends on who's
spend
out
all of
there.
it. Do you think they take a Colts approach where they don't spend everything?
It depends on who's out there and what we need. I don't know what the free agent class is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we don't. Maybe we're diligent and we spread it out. Where I go to hear nothing about it. Ahmad Bradshaw. What about? Ahmad Bradshaw was a good running back for the Giants.
Do you guys have a favorite Super Bowl win? Me, it's Super Bowl 25. I say it all the time.
Oh,
That's
for me,
my
it's
favorite.
42, and obviously, I think it'd be 42 for me regardless. Though the circumstances, the way that they had to go on that run and beat the undefeated Patriots. I mean, Brady. I'll never forget Brady. Burris comes out. They ask him what the final score is going to be, and I think he said 21-17 Giants.
Brady
Brady laughs. He goes, "Oh, yeah." He didn't laugh at the fact that he thought the Giants were going to win. He expected that, but he said, "Oh, he thinks they're going to hold this to 17 points." Well,
Yeah.
they held you to 14, Brady. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Held
Yeah.
to 7 most of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 1990 though, that was special to me. I was a freshman in high school. Again, we had lost our starting quarterback, lost our starting running back, had an older defense, and I had to deal with a bunch of bandwagon 49er fans that had just won back-to-back championships. To go into Candlestick Park in 1990 with Madden and Summerall calling the game, just that atmosphere, that incredible 49ers team that we had no business beating, to go in there and just punch that team in the mouth like they did, to knock Joe Montana out of the game, which they did twice. They did it in 86 and 90, both their championships. They beat Montana 3 times in the playoffs in their career. The Giants are the only team he lost 3 playoff games to. To watch just Bill Belichick do his thing on defense, Bill Parcells coach, the way they game planned for these guys is amazing. Then Matt Barta kick 5 field goals and go on to win the NFC Championship game, to go into the Super Bowl, and then to win on a missed field goal against the team we had no business beating in the Bills. That was a hell of a run.
Oh.
It's very similar to 07, except for the 1990 Giants started off 10-0. I mean, they were definitely the best team in the NFC until everybody started to get hurt. Then everybody started to doubt them, and they proved everybody wrong. So,
no, yeah, I mean, it was a great team. I'm just trying to get to some questions here. Somebody said I was on ESPN Radio. I don't know what he's referring to. Victor Jimenez says, entertain Dak or Wentz. If they're healthy, Wentz. But I don't know if Wentz is going to stay healthy. I'm watching that game the other night, and every play he gets hit, I'm cringing. I think he's going to get hurt. I mean, he's a walking injury, this guy.
Yes, he got hurt. He got hurt. He got hurt, right? He got hurt on that game.
Yeah.
Wentz did.
Oh, it was on your radio today, my reaction to the Daniel Jones. I believe that, Bob Money. I think Bad Dog and I you'll probably see us a few times with those reactions. I believe that.
What happened?
My reaction was on ESPN Radio today. He said from the Daniel Jones being drafted.
Oh, beautiful. Steal more of our crap. Steal more. Giants Twitter, any more sayings that you want me to come up for your crap too, like Danny Dimes? Anything else you want to take from us without giving us credit? Yeah. How about this for my draft reaction? How about you go back and look at all the videos after the fact when I praised Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
How about we go and do that?
What's going on, Benjamin Talbot? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Thank you to everybody for being here. If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, go into the description, and sub up the Bad Diggity Dizzle. Thank you guys for being here. He is a walking injury, Victor. I mean, he really is. He's a walking, talking injury. Let's see what we got here. What do you think of Eli's best game from last season? Probably the Bucs game.
Yeah, Bucs game. 17 out of 18, man. You can't do much better than that.
Yeah, the Bucs game. Thank you for stopping in, Eric Steele. Do appreciate you for popping in. I disagree with that, Lakers. If he's healthy, Wentz is definitely a top 10, probably. He's definitely top 15.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. Dude, I cried when Romo retired, but it was for the best. Yeah, that was a tough set. Now, okay, let me ask you this about Romo with the Cowboys real quick. If Romo's healthy, never gets hurt, he's on that 2016 Cowboys team, do they win the Super Bowl? Without the rookie, no rookie Dak. It's a veteran Romo.
They don't win it, but they go to it.
Yeah.
They go to it, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they win it, though. I think the Patriots handle them, but I think that, yeah. I think they go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Although Romo could never win in a big spot either, so I actually probably shouldn't say that. And listen, against Green Bay, it's not like Dallas did much to lose it. It's just Aaron Rodgers did what he did and knocked him.
He's phenomenal.
Just so awesome. Oh, it was so beautiful. Oh, it was such joy. It was unbelievable. Aaron Rodgers had no time, and he threw 2 passes, and they kicked a field goal. I'm like, oh, I love Aaron Rodgers. Thank you.
He's the GOAT. That day he was the GOAT. Eli's best playoff game numbers-wise, I mean, I'd have to think about that. Trying to think. I mean, the Packers game, maybe the second round in 2011.
He did really good in that game. He had really good numbers in that Niners game. I know he threw for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2007, he didn't put up big numbers at any playoff game there.
He just got the job done.
He had a really good game against the Falcons.
Yeah, he did.
He had just had a great playoff run in 2011.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, all of his games are pretty big.
Yeah. Is Bear Dog happy that nobody's happy that Eli's gone? I mean, I think he's happy that we're starting the new phase, but I don't think he's like, he was saying he was tearing up today.
Yeah, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. Like I said, I'll have a video. Again, I've worked 12 hours today. I work 12 hours tomorrow. So after this show, I have to record my Eli Manning video, and I'll release it about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. But I obviously have to say something about Eli because he's a huge part of my life as a Giants fan. So obviously I got to pay tribute to the man. So, I'll try not to tear. I can't guarantee it. I may get emotional. I may not. I don't know how the hell I'm going to be.
And Don M, thank you so much for putting that out there. Smash that like. Thank you, Don M. Thank you for being a great subscriber. And Gabe is back in the chat. What's going on, Gabe? Will Danny Dimes get the Giants into the playoffs if Danny Dimes play? That's asking a lot, Danny Dimes. Kim, they're 0-2 already.
We still can't do much with the defense. You don't play defense.
Don't get your expectations up. You need to have DWG set up with you some fit water like Bad Dog. You drink water. Batgirl, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And go out. Post the Discord, by the way, guys. We're going to be doing the Discord because they're getting rid of the YouTube chat. So if some of the subscribers want to join the Discord, Gabe, you can post it. Poppy Chulo chat, you can post it if people want to join that. Some of our subscribers. Carson Wentz is in the tent so much you think he was camping. Yes, that's absolutely.
And it's funny because someone says is Tua better than Daniel Jones because Tua's in the camp a lot. He should get a sponsorship by Coleman Tents. Tua should.
Yeah.
Tua lives in the tent. Ask Uncle Lou about it. I see Jedi near Giants Zion. Diehard. I can't talk. Diehard Giants fan posted my link. So thank you for posting a link to my channel in the chat, guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah, we appreciate all you guys. Chip Kelly, what's going on, man? Thank you. All right, I thought Eli's best game was the loss against Green Bay when our receivers took a cruise. I was at that game. Are you talking about the game, the regular season game where we lost 38-35? Is that the game you're referring to in 2011? Oh, no, you're talking about the playoff game in 2016? Oh, yeah, the cruise, obviously. He didn't play that good after the first half of that game, though.
No, he didn't. Tua brought the 10 in the chat, I see. Oh, God, it's beautiful.
Shout out yeah, we appreciate that, Rudy. Yeah, bittersweet day.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
Bittersweet day today. They get rid of YouTube chats tomorrow, I think.
Well, no, Cooper, not like chats as far as like live stream chats.
No,
just like
private
group
chats. Group chats.
Yeah, private chats are getting rid of.
Yeah. But once again, thank you to everybody for being here. Antoine says Dwayne Haskins is starting this. I didn't know that. Really, I didn't know that. Dwayne Haskins is getting his debut today. So that means week 4, Haskins versus
Week 4,
Jones.
Haskins and Jones. Wow.
That's a hell of a story.
I didn't know Haskins was starting either. Actually, HTTR commented on my video, and he said, see you in a couple weeks, buddy. And I said, next matchup, Jones and Haskins. I did not know Haskins was starting.
That's a great storyline. Haskins, Jones week. Obviously, we're going to be seeing them go up a lot against each other through the courses of their career. So hopefully
for both teams.
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully he's right. Hopefully 15 years for both teams. Arkham, we got it. Carson Wentz in the tent. We saw it. Funny joke.
Yes.
But once again, thank you to everybody for being here. What if we draft
Jedi between 2007 and 2011? 2007 was definitely better than 2011.
And Darius Slayton, he's from what I've read. I'm gonna look more into the injury report probably tomorrow. He's still banged up with the hamstring from everything that I've read. Delia.
Yeah. Remember, the hamstring kept Beckham out for 3 weeks his rookie season and all of training camp pretty much. So they're tricky. That's a big muscle, and you obviously need a hamstring to run. And there's a lot of cutting and there's a lot of pushing off on it. So if it's not completely healthy, you'd make it worse.
And I also heard. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's what happened with Victor Cruz's calf.
Okay. Yeah. And somebody said Shepard back. I've heard he's looking like he will probably play this week. Stupid videos. Sterling Shepard. More than likely will play. And there's the Discord right there if you guys want to join it. Thank you guys for posting that. What's up, the boss, Moss, and the bad diggity dog? What's going on, King Envy? Thank you for popping in.
What up?
We're just talking about, obviously, the big news of the day. Anybody that's popped in, Eli Manning and, obviously, Daniel Jones will be the quarterback hopefully for the next 15 years, but definitely for the rest of this season and probably the next season. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. We're excited about the RPO. We're excited about the excitement that I think he's just going to bring to the team. Do you think the excitement of him coming in could really spice up the whole team, the defense as well? Do you think he could have that effect?
I mentioned in the video today. I say that this interjects new life. Maybe this does. Maybe there's just a different voice out there. Maybe these guys go out of their way to try to make the rookie look good. I mean, listen, your quarterback's your most important person on your team. They obviously are. They're the leader. They should be the leader, whether they're vocal or they're like Eli Manning, where they just kind of lead by example. But they mean the world to your team. I mean, that is your most valuable position. That's why they get paid the most money by a mile. So you want to make that kid look good. And, maybe, like I said, I don't think I mentioned in the video. I might have mentioned it when I said Daniel Jones is ready to start, or maybe when I was talking about, they said he could start, that when you see Eli Manning get benched and you're a player, you start thinking to yourself, if that guy can get benched, anybody can get benched.
Right.
Anybody can take my spot.
Right.
So maybe I need to play a little damn harder, because otherwise that guy right there is going to take my spot. Like DeAndre Baker may say, I got to do better, because if I don't, Valentine's going to be out here in my place.
He will be.
So
if he doesn't play back.
That's what I'm saying. So these guys,
Hamilton won't be, but
right. Hamilton just needs to save balls from going into the end zone. Did a good job.
Yeah, special team. Stay there. And I saw a dire Giants fan ask a question. Does he think that Lorenzo Carter will improve? I mean, he better improve. Otherwise, he's in big trouble. I mean, he hasn't done much. Did he have a sack last week?
I don't know if he had a sack. He was definitely in on some pressures, though.
Yeah. I mean, we had high hopes for him so far. Not much. So hopefully he does improve. How about now with our defense? Rambre, I mean, I always try to go into the season optimistic. I said 8-8, Bad Dog said 7-9. Realistically, I mean, 6-10 is probably more realistic at this point. If we're being fair.
Well, I said I might 7-9. I said the Giants could go 5-11. I said we could definitely lose that Jets game. We could definitely lose that Bills game. Now I don't think we're going to lose it. The Jets are bad. That's a bad team. They got a bad coach.
The Bills are a good football team. Bills are a good football team.
But
it wasn't a stupid question, Dire Giants fan. Are you kidding me? Definitely not.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. But go ahead and ask some Giant questions for us, guys. We'll be sure to answer them.
Word says Haskins isn't starting.
Haskins isn't starting. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure that would have popped up on all my fantasy football stuff on my phone that he was starting, and I didn't see that. So
is Tua better than Danny Dimes?
No.
I think Tua's got more talent, if I'm being completely honest.
No. More talent doesn't mean he's better.
Well, he's injury prone. He
has Jerry Jeudy to throw to. Wait till Daniel Jones has Jerry Jeudy to throw to.
Yeah, we'll see. And a lot of it, like we said, is going to depend on the surrounding
It's Najee Harris to hand it up. Well, I mean, Danny Dimes has Saquon to hand off.
A lot of it's is going to depend on the surrounding talent for Tua.
It definitely will.
Yeah.
It definitely.
And we appreciate that.
Look at the surrounding talent. Kyler's got nothing. And look at my boy out there. All 5'1" of them. He really looks small in the NFL field.
He definitely is not 5'10".
Small,
I don't care what the measurements say. He's not 5'10".
In college, he didn't look that small. Must be the camera angles. Because he looks tiny.
Well, the players are bigger, too.
Yeah, he looks 5'7".
Yeah, he don't look an inch over 5 foot. He looks like a midget and a half, but we love him.
Don't matter. That guy's killing it.
Bro, I hate when Giants fans just throw Eli away. Trash, my friends just threw Eli away like he has done nothing for the organization. Well, your friends are wrong, ex-fella. Your friends are wrong. Yeah, Bad Dog was outspoken. He wanted him replaced, but Bad Dog loves him, and he realized what he did. And he was great.
Yeah. All I can say is maybe ex-fool, maybe they only saw the back half of Eli Manning's career and not the 2 Super Bowl championships. I mean, if you're young, if you're 2019, so if you're 13, maybe you only know Eli Manning as being poor, and that's all you saw, so you think he stinks. I mean, hey, I mentioned that when I was young. They're making a big deal about Reggie Jackson in the '86 ALCS, and I said, this guy sucks. Who cares? And not knowing what Reggie Jackson did his whole career. It's like he can't. Hey, why are they making a big deal about it?
Then he hit 3 home runs in the World Series.
Right. I didn't know anything about that. Right. I didn't know the history of baseball when I was 10.
Right. Right.
I just knew I wanted the Yankees to win.
Yeah.
That was. And I loved baseball.
Do you think Eli will get a statue outside of MetLife Stadium? Probably not. I mean,
if Taylor don't have one, does Taylor have one out there?
I don't think so.
Eli ain't getting one.
Yeah. But the one thing I will say, Taylor obviously had the bad stuff off the field, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I don't think so. I think they have a ring of honor, and I think that's how they honor their players.
don't think anybody gets a statue.
Yeah, I think that's how they.
I mean, if Wellington Mara don't have a statue, nobody's having a statue.
Yeah. Should the Giants play Dexter Lawrence at nose tackle and Tomlinson and B.J. Hill playing D end? I think Dex can push the pocket and command double teams. Kung Fu, it's not a horrible suggestion. When they drafted him, we thought for sure he's playing nose tackle. 342 pounds. It's a big boy.
Yeah. I think that's actually I actually like that better. I actually think that's what they should do.
Yeah. I
think B.J. Hill's more of a pass rusher, honestly. He had 5.5 sacks last year. So, I don't know. It can't hurt. Maybe move him around sometimes. Maybe stunt them or something. Like, I don't know what they do. You know, why not run a couple stunts where you cross the guys and let B.J. Hill come around Dexter Lawrence stuff the middle? You know, I don't know.
Somebody asked, do you think the offense will be, I think, I don't have the exact question in front of me, but basically, do you think the offense will be vastly different in terms of the play calling now that Daniel Jones is the quarterback? Obviously, there's going to be new wrinkles. You're going to have the RPO. You couldn't do that with Eli, so that will be an added addition. They'll probably have more plays rolling him out because that's a part of his game. They may even have some designed quarterback runs.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they may have a couple.
Yeah, not
because you don't want him to get hit a lot.
Yeah, I don't think like Josh Allen.
And obviously, ball protection there's been one knock on him. It's ball protection. He's fumbled a lot. So he's gotta hold on to that ball and protect that thing, especially when he gets out of the pocket. He really has to be aware that these guys in the NFL, they're not just looking to sack you or tag you. They want the ball too. They will knock that out. And Lawrence Taylor started that whole thing. Nobody else did that before LT. So there's just another reason he's the greatest defensive player.
OC continued it. OC was good at that too.
Yeah. That was a Lawrence Taylor thing.
Yeah.
And then Derek Thomas did it very well too.
Yeah, Derek Thomas was good at it.
But yeah, I mean, I think you'll see different plays for Daniel Jones. I think you'll see more deep passes. And like Chris says, I think you'll see the RPO, and I think you'll see Daniel Jones roll out more. Because when Eli rolls out, like I said, there's two reasons you roll out of the pocket for a quarterback, a designed rollout. Number one's because your offensive line can't stop anybody,
right,
and your quarterback's under pressure. So you're getting him away from the pressure. Number two is if he's mobile, you roll him out, and then it's like you put the linebackers in a pickle.
Right.
Do they go with your tight end or your running back, or do they take the quarterback? So they have a decision to make. When Eli rolls out, he's not going anywhere. So there's no reason for the linebacker to play Eli honest. He's like, I'm going with the receiver. Eli's not going to run. And if Eli does run, I can get to him.
He got 6 yards the other day against Buffalo.
That was awesome. Whenever Eli runs out of the pocket, I'd always get excited. Always.
Yeah, he got 6 yards. But no, I get what you're saying. I think we'll see a few more rollouts. The RPO is obviously going to be a part of the game plan. We're definitely going to see some wrinkles. Right. I think it'll be
extravagantly different, but you will see different plays for Daniel Jones that you did not see for Eli Manning.
Yeah, 100%. Let's see what we got here. Thank you again, by the way, to everybody who tuned in. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, please do so. Please subscribe, ring the bell, and sub up the Bad Dog. Link in the description below. And Dyer, we can't wait for Sunday. We want to get a win. Everybody, before I came into the chat today, I see everybody typing 35. 30. Just win. I don't care if it's 2-0. Just get a win.
Just win.
Just get a freaking win, because if
I don't care if Daniel Jones throws for 116 yards, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and we win ugly 10-7. I just want to win. I want to know what it's like to. We are 8-27 in our last 35 games, man. I'm sick of losing.
And it's always early in the year. It's over. Like last year, we got hot at the end. Give me a 4-4 start this year. Give me a little hope going into the last 8.
Get us at 2-2.
Get us to 2. Well, if we win this game, we could easily get to 2-2.
Can we get to 500? When the hell's the last time we were there?
Yeah, let's get to 2-2. Let's get to 2-2. What if the Giants make the playoffs? Well, we'll go bananas, Rick Nash.
Oh, God. That would be amazing.
Y'all should let Eli play the entire season so Daniel Jones can learn like Mahomes. But here's the difference, Nicky Tellers. And I love Eli. And I would have played him longer. I would have probably waited till week 5 or 6. But it's a completely different situation. The Chiefs that year were a playoff team. They went 11-5 or 12-4. So they had the ability to sit, Mahomes, because they were doing really good with Alex Smith. So why are they going to rush Mahomes in? They're one of the top teams in football. Here, you got to start to think about the future. You're 0-2. Your defense is doing nothing. You got to start to think about the future. So it's a different situation.
Yeah.
And New York Flag, thank you so much for the super chat, man. $5 super chat bends the knees. He says, here's hoping Eli gets traded to a team that plays the Giants and he tortures the Giants. Really disappointed in the team right now. New York Flag, I completely get your feelings. I do. I get why some Giants fans feel the way you do. And you know what? For a second, I kind of felt that way. I'll be the first to say, and then I cleared my head and said, you know what? It's about the future. Everybody knows I'm a huge Eli fan, and I wanted Eli to get a chance, and he only got 2 games.
Yeah.
And
It was going to, in New York for life, it was going to happen eventually, whether it was this week, whether it was 3 weeks from now, whether it was 8 weeks from now, it was going to happen. Eli Manning, listen, his contract is up. We picked the guy 6th overall. There was no doubt at some point Eli's done. And I get it. I say this all the time. Most people in here are not as old as me. So when you watch Lawrence Taylor, when you grow up with Lawrence Taylor, and I talked about the connection that I had with the people don't understand, and I'll get more into this in the Eli Manning video because the Giants are like family to me, man. It's a family thing. Like I grew up watching these games with my father, and my father was a long haul truck driver, so it's not like I got to see my dad that often. So when I had that Sunday with him, just to watch the Giants with my dad, it was a thing. So when the first thing he says to me is watch LT, watch Lawrence Taylor, watch 56 LT. And I watched him for 10 years, be the greatest defensive player ever. And unless you watch Lawrence Taylor, you don't understand how great this guy was. When I had to watch that guy retire, when I had to watch him cry on the sidelines in San Francisco getting killed 44-3 in the playoffs, that crushed me to see him go out like that. That was bad. So I get your feelings. I get Eli Manning's, I get the fans' feelings about losing your hero. I get it because it happens to everybody, man. You love your team, you have your guys, you love your guys, and then when it's gone, it hurts.
you're never gonna get it back. You're never gonna get it back.
It's an emotional connection.
You're never gonna get it back.
People that don't follow sports don't understand.
Yeah,
they don't. Like my wife gets all the time. Why yelling at the TV? You don't get it.
It's almost like having a dog, right? Because they have a 15-year lifespan. And it's this is an old dog now, and
yeah.
Not to say we're killing Eli, but
right, putting him out the pasture.
We're putting him out the pasture, and it sucks. It freaking sucks. I hate it. Yeah. I love Eli. I hate to see him go out like this. I would have loved to see him get the John Elway send-off. I would have loved to see him win a Super Bowl or at least have a productive season. It sucks, but at the end of the day, we're Giants fans. We're Giants fans, and we got to root for what is the future of this football team, and that's Daniel Jones. And we got to get behind him, and we got to love him just as much as we love Eli Manning. That period, end of story. And I love Eli. Anybody bad will tell you that. I love Eli to death.
Yep.
And I was upset this morning. I was because it's tough. It is tough because I've never loved an athlete more. I'll tell you that right now. I've never loved an athlete more in my life. No Met brought me the joy that Eli did. No Nick brought me the joy that Eli did. And no athlete did I see for that long of a period of time as a grown-up. Obviously Patrick Ewing, but I was young. I was a kid.
Eli Manning, that's another one that hurt me when the Knicks disrespected him and sent him out. That hurt me. Yeah. And the Knicks haven't been good since.
Yeah.
The curse of Patrick Ewing. They have not been good since they did that to him.
Yeah.
So that was tough for me too. It sucks, but it's part of it. It's part of sports. It's not like Eli Manning, like I said, it's not like he's dead. This guy's got wife, he's got kids, he's got a beautiful family, he's millionaire, he's won 2 championships. The guy's gonna have a bust in Canton. Eli's doing okay, guys.
He'll be okay.
Eli's doing okay. He'll be okay.
We just don't want to let go. We love him. And Nicky Sav, I've seen him ask this 100 times. Do you draft Chase Young, Grant Delpit, or Jerry Jeudy? I mean, most Giants fans see the Chase Young or Jerry Jeudy. Do you want to go with the pass rusher? Do you want to go with the wide receiver?
Yeah, I want Chase Young. If I want the defender.
Yeah,
I think it's easier to find a wide receiver later in the draft than one of them pass rushers. Yeah. I definitely do. Yeah. I would rather have Chase Young.
But I agree with him. I would go Chase Young as well. You loved Eli. Stopped loving Eli 2 years ago after the Super Bowl win. No, I still love Eli. He's a New York Giant. Why wouldn't you love Eli? He brought us 2 Super Bowls.
Always love him.
I love Eli till the day. I love Eli till the day he dies.
I'm going to say this. People have been on my case because I get on Eli hard about stuff. Listen, I'm a father, right? I have a 2-year-old. So when my 2-year-old does something that he shouldn't do, and I have to raise my voice and tell him to stop doing that, does that mean that I don't love him because he made a mistake and I had to tell him don't do that?
Right.
So he doesn't make the same mistake again?
Right.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. So look at it like that. People, if I forgot who it was, said, I give Eli tough love. And that's what it was. Because I know how great he was. Well, and it hurts. You don't understand. It hurts me to see Eli Manning fail the way he has. And ask Cruzon, for 2 years, I did nothing but defend him in hell, guys. Before the season started, I made a freaking video ripping Eli Manning haters who have disrespected his whole career. I made a video about it.
Let's go.
So,
yeah.
you know.
Let's go back to the dog reference. I have a dog named Tiki, right? So I've had her for 15 years. Tiki, so I named her after Tiki Barber. But Tiki used to be great. She used to be playful. She used to play fetch. She used to, much like Eli Manning, he was great. Now she could barely walk. She could barely stand on her legs. I had to take her to the vet the other day. That's why I was late for the stream. Do I love Tiki any less? No. Is she the same dog she used to be in terms of being playful and joyful? No. She's old. But I still love her just as much as I did when she was 3 years old. It's the same thing. There's no reason not to love Eli Manning the same way you did back then. It's just realizing that it's time to move on.
Yep, exactly.
That's it. But thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please ring the bell. Please go into the link in the description and sub up Bad Dog. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here.
Yes, you guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. We love doing this show. We love it, man. And you guys are such a big part of it. We love your questions, and again, it doesn't matter if we all agree or not. Well, I say it all the time about Eli Manning. Obviously, this is a very controversial thing. The way it was handled, the draft, everything. And then, of course, the fan base is picking sides. And the reason we're picking sides is because the Giants stink.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. We're not mad at each other. We're mad. We all want the Giants to win. That's what it's all about. That's one thing we can all agree on.
Yeah.
Whether we think that Eli Manning can win for us or Daniel Jones can win for us, wherever we want to win. We want to win. And that's what it is. We're sick of losing. This team is embarrassing. It's abysmal. It sucks. It has sucked. It's a laughing stock. It's a speed bump. People just run it the hell over. And we're sick of it. Especially guys like me who saw 4 Super Bowls and know what this team is and know how proud of a franchise this team is. It pisses me off to have to watch a game week in and week out.
Oh, it's
knowing
horrible.
you probably have a little chance of winning. It hurts.
Horrible. Every time we watch a game, we're not thinking, like Philly 500, for example. Perfect example. In his stream 2 weeks ago or a week ago, first week, they fall behind 17-0. He said, we're going to win. We're going to win. Giants are up 17-0. We say, please don't lose. Please don't lose. That's the way we feel.
Lose?
Yeah, how are we going to lose? How are we going to lose? And
63-yard field goal? We're going to lose that way?
Yeah, and I'm sick of it. I am sick of feeling that way, and it has been a long time since we have not felt that way. And some of it has to do with Eli. A lot of it doesn't. A lot of it is the horrible offensive line we've run out there for 6-7 years. The horrible defense.
Awful coaching.
Awful draft pick. How many third-round picks can you name from the Jerry Reese era after, that had any impact? After, his first and second draft? How many?
None. None. I can't think of a third-round pick.
Third or later. So how are you going to fix a team that drafted as poorly as they did in 2 years?
Think of his first-round draft picks since 2011. Prince Amukamara sucked. Mark Ingram was there. Okay? Ahmad Bradshaw was a nice compliment back, but not a number 1 back. Now, I know he did have 1,000 yards in 2012, but he would have been a great complimentary back to Mark Ingram because Brandon Jacobs had miles on his legs, and Brandon Jacobs was starting to fall off the train at that point. He had slowed down a lot. You bring in Mark Ingram, Heisman Trophy winner from Alabama, to go with Ahmad Bradshaw, and not to mention his father played for the Giants.
Right.
Okay, I mean he's in jail now, but he won a Super Bowl with the Giants. So Mark Ingram. Then 2012, he wanted Doug Martin, didn't get him. Panicked, took Dave Wilson. David Wilson had a lot of talent, fumbled a lot, got benched, hurt his neck, never played again. 2013, went out and got Justin Pugh. Should have taken Tyler Eifert. We needed a quarterback. Took an undersized freaking guard, played him a tackle. He sucked, moved him to guard. He was okay. Then he drafted Odell Beckham. He stepped in shit because that kept his job for years.
That's the only reason.
Because Odell Beckham blew up.
It's the only reason he kept his job. The only reason Coughlin took the fall.
Then it got really bad. Flowers, Apple, and then he drafted Evan Ingram, who's got a lot of talent, but our offensive line was bad. Our linebacking core was
the right pick.
And you took a guy that can't block.
Wasn't the right pick. Well, and he's blocking better now. But Lakers 2020 asked a question that I don't understand as a sports fan, because that to me is what makes a fan. He said, "How could you support a team that sucks?" What are you talking about? That's when you find out who real fans are. Anybody could be a fan when you're winning championships. The people in this stream right now, those are real fans.
If you change teams, you're not a damn fan.
Yeah.
You're not a fan. You're not a fan of a team. Why would you consider yourself a fan? You're just going to move to another team.
Those are real
It's
fans.
stupid. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Should we
I
trade?
don't roll with bandwagon fans.
That's not a fan. That's just somebody who
No.
roots. He's a fair weather fan.
Yeah, doesn't know anything about sports either, obviously. And bandwagon fans get no respect from anybody. And that includes the team you're rooting for at the time. Because I'll tell you this, I hate bandwagon Cowboy fans with a passion. I hate bandwagon Red Sox fans more than any fan base, right? But I hate bandwagon Yankee fans more than any bandwagon fans in sports. Don't bandwagon my team. Don't come onto my team and try to act like you've been a fan and talk to me about guys you can't even say their last names correctly. Don't come up and talk to me.
We went through too much pain to deal with that. And Clocks, he's asked me this twice. Chris, if you had to bet a cup of coffee, well, first off, Clocks, if I do win this bet, I want milk and sugar. Would you say Gettleman's phone has rung for Eli? What is it? I don't even know what that phrase means. Gettleman's phone.
Trade.
Oh yeah, duh. It's possible. It's definitely possible. It depends. It depends if the Steelers think that if they don't believe in their second year second or third year? Third year, right?
Third year, because he was drafted the same year as Lovetta.
Yeah, if they don't believe in Rudolph, that's definitely a possible destination. Maybe the Jaguars have called inquiring. It's possible.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe the Steelers do believe in Mason Rudolph. Because if they did, they wouldn't have given Roethlisberger 2 extra years at $62 million. I don't think they believe in Mason Rudolph, because why would you extend Roethlisberger, who's had injury problems in the past? Why would you give that guy $62 million for the next 2 years after this year if you believe in Mason Rudolph?
Made no sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So Mason Rudolph's still in his rookie contract. So they don't believe in him at all.
They don't.
So that tells you they don't believe in him, because you're not going to keep a rookie quarterback on the bench his whole rookie contract when you have an opportunity to move him into the starting lineup and let that big guy go away and not pay him all that money. So, no, they don't believe in Mason Rudolph. I can answer that question right now.
And Marjorie, I saw that Paul Perkins was claimed by the Lions off of waivers, and they cut C.J. Anderson, who's, it's a pretty big name to be cut week 2. C.J. Anderson was good last year in the playoffs.
They cut C.J. Anderson in favor of Paul Perkins.
Yeah.
Strange. I guess it's more, maybe C.J. Anderson's not a pass receiver. Kerryon Johnson's obviously their number one back, but that's strange.
I know someone who used to be a Patriots fan, and when they lost the Super Bowl, he jumped to the Eagles. Well, it's not a fan.
Yeah.
Do you think the Giants defense will tighten up, by week 9? They better. I mean, they can't. They're going to get better. Every week they're going to get a little better. I don't know if they're going to be good by the end of the season, but they'll be better than they are now.
Yeah, you would hope so. You would hope so.
Just admitted the Bills are the team to beat this year. Listen, Incognito, I have a lot of respect for your team. You guys are not the team to beat, but I have a lot of respect for the Bills.
Incognito, did you seen the Patriots play? Seen that team? They've outscored their opponents 76-3.
Listen, the Bills are my sleeper this year in the AFC, but they're not beating the Patriots.
76-3.
Yeah, they're not beating the Patriots.
Wow.
Can you see Eli getting traded to the Jags? Yeah, that's the team, Chad, that I think is the most likely destination.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think Eli would accept the trade there because of Tom Coughlin.
Yeah, and it's a chance to win. That team's only a game out right now. Even though they're 0-2, they're a game out. They have an established defense. They have a running game. It makes sense. It makes it. The thing is with the Foles, that I'm not 100% on. Somebody told me he's due back by week 11. But even then, if you're the Jaguars, do you really think that backup quarterback could keep you in the race from weeks 3 to 11?
No.
So
not in that division.
Yeah.
Division stuff.
Let's see what we got here. Chris, weird question. If DJ took us to the playoffs, would they consider starting Eli since no, Andy. No way. No.
Oh God, no. You're not going to see Eli the rest of the year.
The 49ers went through that same exact situation, right? Well, I remember as a kid, I'm pretty sure Steve Young led them to the playoffs, and a lot of people were asking, should they bring in Montana? Because I think he got healthy by the time the playoffs came around. And
2016, Dak Prescott and Tony Romo.
Yeah, you can't.
Tony Romo was healthy, and Tony Romo had one drive against the Eagles. He went right down and scored a touchdown. Dak Prescott started the playoffs. It was not Tony Romo.
Yeah.
So there you go. Same scenario.
Why isn't Julian Love playing? That's a question to ask the coach. He didn't earn the spot as the slot corner in training camp.
Yeah. I just saw something I wanted to read. Sports Chamber said, I'm a diehard Giants fan. I've been a big fan of you guys for past 2 years, and I love the streams. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Sports Chamber.
Really appreciate that, Sports Chamber.
We love doing this.
We love doing it. And we do it twice a week in season. So if you guys don't know, Bad Dogs Channel will be there on Friday. We do this all the time. We love talking Giants, and we always dedicate an hour to you guys because we know obviously when we're doing the show, you guys want to interact when you're live, right? So we want to talk. We want it to be like a talk show for the people that watch it on replay for the first 45 minutes or so. And then we like to get you guys involved. So that's what we do.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank
you, diehard Giants fan. Throwing that up there. Follow me on the Twitters.
Nelson, what's going on, Nelson? Thank you for tuning in. He says, why can't most quarterbacks win in their playoff debut?
Experience.
That's experience. That's it.
Mahomes did win his first game.
It's rare. It doesn't happen.
It is rare.
Yeah. Appreciate that, JD. Thank you for being here, buddy. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell.
I mean, Tom Brady did.
Yeah, Tom Brady. Yeah.
Tom Brady did.
Of course he did. He can't do anything wrong. And I heard the rumors about Kaepernick today. I didn't read up on it, but I saw a news article pop up on my feed that 3 teams were potentially interested in Kaepernick. Did you hear about that? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get to read the source. I saw it pop up on my top right of my computer. I don't know how legit it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
know. Nick Young, yes, I did follow you back on Twitter. No, I recognize your name. Yes, Marjorie. Yeah, a lot of New Yorkers live in Tampa because they can't stand the cold weather.
Yeah. Yeah, that when you have a New York pension like I'll have in about 15, 16 years, you move down to Florida and they don't tax it.
Yeah.
There's no taxes in Florida.
And there you go.
No taxes in
That's
Florida.
Why it's America's graveyard.
Property taxes up here about $8,000. Down there about $800.
1/10 the plate. 1/10 the
yeah.
Quote. But Darnell, I saw Darnell say
I'm going when I'm done. What am I? I'm 43, so 16 years. You know, my kid graduates high school. Where do you think I'm going? I ain't staying here.
Darnell, have a great night. I don't know if you're still here, but have a great night. What's going on, Benny Breeze? Thank you for popping in, buddy. Chase Young, he's a 4-3 player, but he's very talented.
You just have to go back to the 4-3. That's all.
What happens if Daniel Jones carries to a Super Bowl against the Patriots? I mean, we thank our lucky stars, and we hope he could beat them.
Can you imagine?
That would be incredible.
I just want to see Daniel Jones play against Tom Brady.
Yeah, well, you're going to get to see it week 6.
We're going to get to see it Thursday night, yeah.
Would you guys want me on your team? Antonio
Brown?
No. Stay away.
Odell Beckham's better than you anyway. And, yeah.
And Odell
Beckham does some dumb stuff, but he don't rape people.
Yeah.
So.
You're worse than Odell Beckham in terms of off the field stuff.
Yeah. Stink. And if you don't get your stuff together, Bill Belichick's going to put a boot in your ass.
Let's see. F in the chat for you. Yeah, what's going on, Lawan? Thank you for popping in, buddy. Thank you for popping in. Thank you to everybody for being here. Daniel Jones stat line prediction versus Bucs. All right, I'll give you a prediction. I think they are conservative. I don't think that they take the reins off. I'll go 208 yards, 31 yards rushing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. 21 for 32.
Daniel Jones, let's see.
I got 21 for 32, 208, 31 yards rushing, and a touchdown and a pick.
I'm going to say, I bet you they don't throw as much in this game. The score dictates a lot of this. I'm going to say Daniel Jones goes 19 for 27, 234 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, loses 1 fumble.
All right, so we each have 1 turnover and around the same amount of yards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we spend big in upcoming? Yes, Dolphy.
Yes.
Yeah. They have so many holes. I would take Julio Jones and Hopkins any day over Brown and Beckham. I would definitely take Hopkins and Jones. They're both Lenny great. They don't ever cause any controversy, and they're both great players.
Yeah, that's the only reason. But Beckham, but Hopkins may be better than Beckham. Julio Jones is not better than without Beckham.
But he doesn't cause any locker room problems.
No, he doesn't. He just holds out.
Yeah.
He's done that a couple times.
Yeah. Do you guys think the playbook will drastically somebody asked us that earlier, Sports Chamber. It will change, not drastically.
Right, yeah.
And Mackenzie, thank you for being here. Let's see.
Yep.
What do we got?
He does NC Sports Talk. He does need to learn to hold on to the ball.
Wow, this stream was unbelievable. Still so many. I don't know the numbers, but it seems like there's still a lot of people in here.
Yeah, still 224 people.
224 people. You guys have been fantastic tonight. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. Thank you guys for being the best supporters on YouTube. Thank you guys. That's all I can say. Thank you guys for everything that you do for both of us.
Yep. Means the world to us. Trust us. This is why we say it all the time. I can still never say it enough, man. We wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you guys. And like I've talked about before, like I go back and I look at our first show, and just looking at the setups,
Oh, God.
the difference in quality. I think our first show was 15 minutes, maybe 18 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't even live, it was recorded. And then the second show was like a half an hour. And there was like 11 people in there.
Yeah.
13 people in there. And, just as it's going on, we just enjoy doing it so much. And even though the Giants stink, the amount of support that we get, that's why I made the video about how proud I am to be a Giants fan, because look at all the support we have on a team that's bad and has been bad.
These are real fans,
it's just amazing that there's this many Giants fans that say we want to hear what you have to say, and we know our team ain't good. And we appreciate that.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, Don Kreider. He says, I'll still say 18 months, entertainer, a superstar. I appreciate that, buddy. I mean, we're already calling shows from MetLife Stadium.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And listen, ESPN is already, and Sports Illustrated are already stealing our videos. New York Giants Twitter is stealing phrases that I coined. We just don't get any credit for it.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. It's midnight and the chat is still. You know what? Somebody asked if we go a little longer tonight. It's a big night. I'll go an extra 15 minutes. So if you're okay with that, Pedro.
Yeah, I gotta go an extra 15. That's fine, but I can't talk to you till 2 in the morning like I normally do.
No, I get it.
I gotta do that video.
I get it. I get it.
I got a long freaking 12-hour day tomorrow, man.
We'll go 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, because I know it's a big night tonight. Obviously, this is one of the biggest nights in Giants history, in recent history, anyway. So, we're here to talk to you guys. Obviously, therapy session for all the Eli.
Yes.
People upset about Eli and Daniel Jones. Obviously, a big day, and people are excited about it. But thank you guys for being a part of it. I hope you guys subscribe, ring the bell, go into the description, and sub up. Bad Dog. It's because we're all fans, man. I would love it.
Make sure you check out the video tomorrow. Like I said, when this is over, I record it. I'll drop it tomorrow because I'm not gonna be able to do it tomorrow. I won't be home, but check out my Eli Manning tribute video.
Oh, New York Flip, thank you so much for the super chat, man. $2 super chat. You can forget about it. He says, my first Giants game, how much should I bring? Well, it depends.
A credit card.
Yeah, a credit card, yeah. But it depends, though. It depends if you're tailgating. Are you eating in the stadium? Are you bringing beer? Are you buying beer in the stadium?
Are you hanging out with us afterwards?
Bring
a credit card.
Make it a black card. What the MasterCard? But no, what's the black card?
I don't even know.
American Express black card, right? That's like.
Is it? I don't know. American Express, it makes you pay to have their freaking card. Why would I pay an annual fee to have a credit card?
Yeah, I don't get it. You want to be that prestigious.
No one even takes American Express anymore.
Yeah. Screw them.
But the other thing is, do you want to buy memorabilia? I mean, do you want to buy some jerseys while you're down there? You might get your number 8 Danny Dimes jersey when you're down.
Right. I wouldn't recommend buying it at the stadium. You probably get a better deal at the store, but you could.
Don't buy it at the stadium. It's my recommendation.
Adam, I'll tell you. I thought about doing that one day. When it gets really cold, if we're doing a stream, I don't know if we could do it where we bundle up like the sportscasters do. Then we
we could do that.
And we wear the jackets.
I wear it's funny. Well, it's not a funny story, but I got my dad back in the 90s when starters jackets were popular. So I bought him one back in, I think it was 94, 95, and because he never had one.
Right.
So I bought him a starter's jacket, and he loved it. He was like, "This is for me." I said, "Yeah." So the ironic thing is, when my dad passed away 4 years ago, and I went down to South Carolina. My stepmother gave me some of his stuff. That's the chessboard was. It was my dad's a big chessboard that was behind me when I used to do my videos at the bar over here. I got the jacket back.
Right.
So I still have that, and I'll wear that. I'll wear the old starters Giants jacket.
There you go.
I threw my winter hat on.
Yeah, all bundled up, and then we could, if there's a way we could somehow simulate like smoke. Like
I know that's I wish I was thinking I don't know how the hell.
Yeah, because it's so cold or something like that. That would be hysterical. But thank you guys for being here. We do appreciate it. Thank you guys. But go ahead if you guys got a couple more questions, please do so. We could be shivering like this.
Yeah. Damn it, Chris! They're gonna turn the heat on in here. Well, the hell with it. I'm gonna pop open another cold beer.
And Javon, thank you for popping in, buddy. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Don Kreider. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Where do we live? Right now, I live on Long Island. Not that much longer, but another 3 or 4 months or so.
Yeah, I live upstate New York, just north of Saratoga.
And I saw Dire Giants fan ask this a couple times. Do you think DeAndre Baker could be a shutdown corner by season's end? Probably not. Not this year. But next year maybe.
It takes a little while to develop
Takes a
that.
little while, and he has holes to his game. He's shown that the first 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hot Take Hockey, have a great night. If anybody's not done so, please go check out his channel. Thank you for being a part of the stream, buddy. Yeah, not this year. Let's see what we got here. So how y'all feel Danny Dimes will fare Sunday? Javon, yeah. We actually just gave our stat line. I said a little over 200 yards, about 30 yards rushing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. And Bad Dog said about 230, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble.
Yeah. It's about the same.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll light the world on fire. I mean, I would love him to come out and go like 28 for 36 for 342 and 3 touchdowns and a freaking 35 to 24 win. I mean, beautiful.
God. You know how pumped we'd be. You know how good that would be for video makers? We'd be going bananas after the game.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Can you imagine? We'd be like Eagle fans. We're not losing another game, Chris. We're the best team ever.
Thank you. Would you guys agree that Eli Manning did it his way? Goddamn, I love that man. Kristen, we love. Oh, you're talking about that you love Sinatra. Yeah, I mean, I love Eli. He did it his way.
What do you say?
Would you agree that Eli did it his way? I think it's a Sinatra reference.
Who said that?
Sinor.
Oh, I told you. Was that before? It was before the video.
Yeah,
before we started the
we
stream.
live, yeah.
I told Chris that I planned on doing this a while ago when he retired, and I didn't know that this was going to be the way he went out. But I was going to put a video tribute together and use that song because I thought it was appropriate that he did it his way. So I was going to use Frank Sinatra's "My Way" with a video tribute, but I don't know how the copyright stuff works, and that probably get blocked.
That's what I always worry about. That's why I don't make a lot of highlight videos, because I worry about getting copyrighted, and I don't want to risk that. I don't know. Somebody mentioned Mike Too Nice. He has highlight videos and like all his videos. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah,
it's just not monetized, I think.
Yeah, that must be what it is. Will Eli retire a Giant or play on another team? He's going to. I think he's going to retire a Giant, but I wouldn't be shocked if they trade him.
Yeah.
Entertainer, I like that collaboration video too. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I had a good time over there.
Mike Too Nice used "My Way." I didn't watch his video.
Oh, is that what? Okay, cool.
I didn't watch his video. Well, I wouldn't do it anyway. It's really not my bag. So.
Yeah, no, I had a great time doing that collab today. I'd probably do it again.
Yeah.
Chris Bash, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. $5 super chat bends the knees. They should have waited for Tate and Shepard to be back before putting DJ in. Chris Bash, I'm not going to go crazy because I want to get behind my rookie quarterback. I'm upset. Eli's gone. I love him. But if I was the coach, I agree with you. I would have waited until after he had a full, all the receivers back. Or Tate. I think Shepard's going to probably play this year from what I heard. But I would have been happy. I'm happy now because we're going to get to see Jones, whatever. But I would have waited till week 5. I actually agree with you.
Yep. And as I said, Daniel Jones played with those other receivers in training camp. That's who he practiced with. He practiced with your second string guys. So Eli Manning was throwing to Tate and Shepard, Sterling Shepard, and Daniel Jones was throwing to T.J. Jones, and he was throwing to Cody Latimer, and he was throwing to, what the hell's the other guy? Russell Shepard. So he was throwing to those guys anyway. So maybe he has a better rapport with those guys.
Yeah. When Kurt Warner was benched, did he get traded? He just got benched. He didn't get traded. I think he became a free agent the next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then he went to. I don't think he went to Arizona the very next year. I forgot where he went.
I can't remember.
Maybe he did go to Arizona the next year and he reinvented himself.
Yeah. And have a good night. Somebody said good night. I missed it. Cooper, have a good night, buddy. Thank you for popping in. Do you think Eli will play? We're gonna go for 2 more minutes, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. Do you think Eli will play as a backup the whole season, or he's not going to retire in season? He's not going to retire in season. You would agree with that, right?
I can't see him retiring in the season. No, because he's such a number one. He'll get paid, but he's not going to run out on his team.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
That's not the Eli thing to do.
Yeah. What's going on, Brandon Rogers? Thank you for popping in the stream. We're about to end. Oh man, Chris, man, thank you so much for the super chat. $10 super chat. Stand up. Also, shout out to Chris and the dog. True Giants fans. As much as I love Eli, we will support.
Absolutely.
You root for the jersey, you don't root for the player.
Exactly.
We have our favorites.
Name on the front, not name on the back.
Yeah, we root. We have our favorites. Eli Manning was my favorite. Lawrence Taylor was Bad Dog's favorite.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he moved on, and I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna support Daniel Jones just like I did Eli Manning. But thank you guys for being here. DJ is used to not having talented receivers. That's true. He's also used to not having a very talented offensive line.
Right. And about Lawrence Taylor, I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know where. I forgot exactly where that video is on my page. I don't know if it's on in the front of my page or somewhere. I don't know if it's for returning subscribers, which I think it is. Watch that Lawrence Taylor highlight video, man. That's the best thing. It's the best highlight video on YouTube because it's Stranglehold by Ted Nugent. It's like a perfect freaking song, and it gives me chills when I watch the damn thing.
Yeah, I've watched it a couple of times.
I love it.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much. It is 12:09. We went 10 more minutes. There is a Discord, Chris Bass. Yes, Sonora, you can post that link, and I might go over there and check it out. I haven't used it yet. I've used it briefly, but yeah, I'll go back in and maybe you can show it to me in the YouTube chat, guys. I'll go in there and hang out with you guys for a little bit. But yeah, any of my subscribers, Sonora, before we leave, post that in there. I'd love to talk to some of my subscribers in the Discord. Love for Bad Dog to come in as well. But thank you guys so much for being post it, guys. Post it before we leave. Post it. Thank you, MH. Thank you, MH. Thank you, MH. Yeah, hopefully some of you guys can pop in there. We can talk. I always love to talk to my subscribers whenever I get the opportunity. And thank you, MH. Thank you, MH. Thanks. Great chat. Enjoyed. Can't wait. Yes, cannot wait. Can't wait. ADPs.
Thank you, Peter.
What's your reaction to Max Kellerman's dislike the Giants move to start Daniel Jones?
Max Kellerman's a moron.
We've talked about it all night. I would have waited, but I'm not going to say it's a bad move. I realize why they did it. No, have a great night, buddy. Have a great night. Authentic. Yes, we appreciate you too, man. And Ken, I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm just waiting for someone to post that stream, and then because I don't want to end it, and then people can't see the Discord. You have a link for the? Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Sonora to post it. Thank you guys for being here, though. I don't have the link. Ramdre, thank you very much. Benjamin, have a great night, guys. Rudy, have a great night, my man. But if he does not post it in 2 minutes, I'm going to end it, and then I'll post it in my community notes. So you guys can...
Yeah, come on, senor. What the hell are you doing? I got to work 12 hours tomorrow. I want to get some damn sleep.
Pumpkin.
Be a little pimp there.
There it is. There's the Discord right there. Chad just posted it. So you guys could join the Discord. I'll try to pop in there tonight. I'll try to figure it out. Me and Bad Dog are not the best tech guys, but YouTube was easy. But I'll try to pop in there tonight, figure it out. But Bad Dog, I just want to say once again, thank you for coming on the channel. Love doing the show every week. I'm looking forward to Friday when I come on his channel. Please go over there and subscribe. We'll be live there on Friday doing the same exact show, obviously previewing the next week's game. And yeah, thank you to all of you guys, all my new subscribers that watch. And by the way, you guys are watching all my videos. Thank you. Thank you so much. It helps support me. It helps support my channel. So thank you guys for all the love you show me. And thank you for being great Giants fans, really. I mean, really, that's what this is all about. And Bad Dog, of course, I'm always going to let you close it out.
Yeah, as always, I appreciate you having me on the channel, and I say it every week. This is my favorite thing I do on YouTube. I love working with you. I love our chat. I always say I got the best chat on YouTube. We got the best chat on YouTube, and there's no denying it. Your support helps us get through these bad times at the Giants. The fact that we can, look to you guys for support. You can look to us. We need it right now. We need each other because it's a bad time. But hopefully the move to Daniel Jones, it's a sign of things to come. It's a sign of a new beginning for the New York Giants, and hopefully it works out for us on Sunday and we can start moving forward. It's a bittersweet moment. Obviously, we're going to miss Eli, but it's about the future. Because the past is the past, and the present is not good, and the future's got to be better. So we got to hope Daniel Jones succeed. I know it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings about Eli Manning, and I get that. Trust me, I do. But we got to support Daniel Jones. He's the guy now. And if the Giants are going to succeed, it's going to be because Daniel Jones succeeds. So we need to give Daniel Jones all the support we can get. So again, thank you guys for being here. I want you to check out my Eli Manning video tomorrow when I put it up, and hopefully we see you guys on Friday night over on my channel. So until next time, guys, for the entertainment, it's a Bad Dog, and we are gone. Peace!